Welcome to Columbus, Ohio. Marcus Grosnick alongside me. I'm Sean Bednard, and we have to wish you for the holiday a happy St. Natty's Day as two teams from the MCHC compete for the national championship. Oakland looking for their second in 3 years, and after 4 tries before, Hope looks for their first ever. Like I said earlier, alongside me, Marcus Grosnick. We have had such a phenomenal tournament, and for the 3rd year in a row, it finds its way to the MCHC, battling for the national championship.
It really has, Sean, and we kind of talked about it through the entire season with your preseason show, with the reveal show. We kind of assumed that the tournament would run through the state of Michigan like it has over the last 7 years. Hope looking to win it for the first time, as they've been runner-ups 4 times previous when they've made it to the national tournament. Oakland looking to take their second in 3 years. Should be a really good game.
Yeah, and you talk about it, it's one of those stats that's so frustrating for Hope fans because you hate to be that team that's associated with not getting that next level. Florida Gulf Coast, for example, they've been to the national championship game 3 times. They haven't been able to come away with 1, and now Hope has a chance to add a 1 in their column against the perennial powerhouse in the MCHC the last couple of years, like Oakland University has been. We know what Hope is. They have always been such a consistent team, one of the best in the league, but this is their first trip to nationals in a few years, and in their first trip to nationals since that couple of year mark, they find their way back to the biggest game of them all, and they did in convincing fashion against a very good Central Michigan team.
They really did. Yeah, you have to give credit where credit was due. Central fought their way back yesterday as Hope took a quick 3-0 lead in the first 20 minutes, made it a game after 40, and it was just kind of helter-skelter after that back and forth. Fortunately for CMU, Hope took the winning end of that. Hope has a lot of momentum coming into tonight's game. I think one of the strongest teams in the national tournament. And for Oakland on the other side, Sean, we've talked about it all week long. First time they've ever had to go through the regional tournament to get themselves to nationals. They've proved a lot of people wrong. They've been dominant through the entire pool play portion, as well as a very good convincing win over the Quinnipiac Brave last night.
And they had to do it in convincing fashion as well. They were down 2-0 after 40 minutes, something they had not seen yet in this national tournament. How about a 7 spot up there as they won that one 7-3. What a phenomenal win for them last night. And that Oakland student section, the fans, everyone that came out from Rochester, Michigan, they were making this place electric.
They were making it absolutely loud. I felt the ground shaking underneath my feet with how loud they were making the stands, but you got to give credit where credit is due. They came out in the 3rd period and scored 4 consecutive power play goals to start the 3rd period. That's really what set them up. Quinnipiac came back, made it a 1-goal game, 4-3 late in the 3rd period, but it was too much to handle as Oakland was able to come away with the victory and get their final spot in this final today.
Oakland 4-0 after just cruising through their regional pool and having the trip to the semifinals clinched on day 2 as Hope. They rested their starters. We talked about on the broadcast yesterday. That might have been the difference maker in yesterday's game. Having those rested legs coming into period 3 is so crucial against a team like Central Michigan, who played more games than anybody this season. Hope came up with a dominant victory. Both these teams coming on a hot streak as they both were able to put up 7 markers. Is it going to be a battle of an unmovable object versus an unstoppable force? That's what we're waiting to see.
Yeah, I think that's a good call, Sean. I really think that this could be a high-powered offensive kind of game. Both goaltenders have played really well. Dennison, and the goal for Oakland is a freshman coming in, taking over that role halfway through the season. And then you got guys like Zach Massa, who is the all-time D3 points leader, started his season after Christmas break and absolutely lit things up and really was the one that took Oakland through the regionals into the finals.
And going against him, he's a forward. He's going to be going against a very good defenseman, definitely a candidate to be one of the top 2 teams this year, Elliot Diggison, lighting it up from the blue line on the scoreboard and knocking down some of the best forwards all tournament long.
You know, Diggison, I think the one intangibles that he has, we saw yesterday, is he really helped out his goaltender, Austin Kane, in goal. He blocked a couple shots in the blue paint. He's an offensively minded defenseman, but also can be that stay-at-home guy when the occasion does call for it.
And we'll see another great goaltending battle here tonight. Cody Dennison, like you said, he's a freshman. He's had a lot of doubters through the course of the season, and I'll eat crow. I was one of those doubters coming into the national tournament, as now we will have a great game coming up here. You hear the Hope fans, they're excited about one here tonight. Austin Kane, a goaltender we have talked about all tournament long. He has led the way for this Hope team. Oakland riding a high, Hope riding a high. Who's going to reach the peak here in Columbus?
It's going to be a good goaltender matchup. Yep. Austin Kane was tremendous yesterday against Central Michigan, making 2 really good, I call them Superman saves, diving out to make the stop. And for Dennison, I think there's a few things that he could work on, which was clearing some pucks out of his blue paint, but his defense is so good that they have been able to really help them get things cleared away out of their own zone.
And that's one of the things that comes with it. You love a good defense in front of you when you're a goaltender who offers up a lot of rebounds. But in a game like that against Quinnipiac yesterday, he came up when he needed to, and he helped lead the offense back the other way.
Columbus Sports Commission, the Columbus Blue Jackets, and the Ohio Health Chiller Ice Rinks. 4 days ago, 16 teams began their quest to achieve a national championship. And today, after many hard-fought battles, we're down to the final 2 teams remaining in that quest to win the ultimate prize in men's ACHA Division III hockey, the awarding of the national championship trophy to today's victor. Our final 2 teams standing for tonight's championship game. On the visiting bench, the number 4 seed from the Central Region, the winner of Pool C, the Oakland University Golden Grizzlies. And on the home team bench, the number 3 seed from the Central Region, the winner of Pool D, the Hope College Flying Dutchmen. This is ACHA Public Address Announcer Andy Storrs. Let's begin our festivities this evening by introducing the starting lineups for both teams, beginning first with the visiting team bench, the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. In goal, a freshman from Macomb, Michigan, number 35, Cody Dennison. On defense, a senior from Coppell, Texas, number 6, Dalton Gannett. On defense, a junior from Sterling Heights, Michigan, number 79, Kenneth Casper. At center, a senior from West Bloomfield, Michigan, number 3, Eric Wolf. At left wing, a senior from Farmington, Michigan, number 65, Zach Messa. And at right wing, a senior from Beverly Hills, Michigan, number 11, Michael Ryan. The head coach of the Golden Grizzlies is Pete Gibb. His assistants are Matt Sterling and Zach Larson. The athletic trainer is Josh Priest. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the home team bench, the Hope Flying Dutchmen. In goal, a sophomore from Flushing, Michigan, number 29, Austin Kane. On defense, a sophomore from Okemos, Michigan, number 22, Skylar Miller. On defense, a senior from Midland, Michigan, number 65, Elliot Diggison. At center, a junior from Twin Lake, Michigan, number 3, Riley Draper. At left wing, a junior from Highlands Ranch, Colorado, number 10, Austin Peterson. And at right wing, a senior from Fenton, Michigan, number 2, Garrett Gormley. The head coach of the Flying Dutchman is Chris Van Timmeren. His assistants are Kevin Dean, Scott Van Timmeren, Dave DeVries, Caleb Digison, and Trevor Campbell. Ladies and gentlemen, would you all please rise and kindly remove all caps and join me, soloist Andy Storrs and organist Gary Lichtart, for the singing and playing of the Star Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets that were the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Satan's that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
We have an electric atmosphere just about getting underway here from Columbus, and what a great game we're going to have here.
As assigned by the ACHA
Get a look at the officials
and the Ohio
here from
Valley
Andy.
Hockey Officials Association. Our referees are John Thompson and Matt Spaeth. Their linesmen are Brandon Mills and Brandon Target. The off-ice official is Andy Storrs. The ACHA referee-in-chief is Ed Giacomucci. And the supervisors of officials is Ken Handley.
And as you mentioned, Sean, it's going to be a real good game here. A couple keys starting off the contest. For Oakland, I think it's going to be being able to capitalize on the power play and keep that special teams momentum moving forward after last night's game against Quinnipiac. Key number 2 is going to be Cody Dennison. Being a freshman, the first time in a big spotlight like this, he's got to calm his nerves down in the first 10 minutes. If he's able to touch up the puck, get a feel of how things are moving out there. And for Hope College, I think your defense has to become active. Diggison has been a big part of getting things going for them on the back end. And for Austin Kane, continue to make the big saves like you did in the semifinal matchup against Central Michigan.
It has taken 6 months, hundreds of games, nearly 200 teams in the American Collegiate Hockey Association Division III level, but 2 remain at the very top. Hope College from Holland, Michigan, and Oakland University from Rochester, Michigan. You see it on our screen. Peterson getting a backhand there to Michael Ryan, saying, good luck, bud. A great 60-minute war ready to get underway. And we are off here from the ACHA D3 National Championship game. Elliot Diggison brings this one into the offensive end, and Kenneth Casper takes this one back behind the net. Casper working this one inside of the corner. Moved back up by Garrett Gormley. He fires a high shot. That one bounces off of the glass behind the net, finding its way back down now as it goes inside of the corner for Austin Peterson to work with, and the Golden Grizzlies come out of the zone with it. Zach Massa brings this one in. Right side blue line firing a shot. Austin Kane bouncy backboards back there, and it finds its way left side circle.
Yeah, we saw that yesterday, Sean, with how bouncy those boards are to the right of us, right where the Zamboni comes in and out. Let's see which team can take advantage of that.
Moved up the ice now. Stenstrom's got it, moves it off the boards, and it finds way up to Skylar Miller. Miller in the neutral zone, still having this one on the stick. Bring it in against 5 Golden Grizzlies. This one finds way back behind the net. Now inside of the left side circle. Moved out of the zone is Max Moniz, who had a hat trick in yesterday's game. Works with it. Cole Stenstrom sends that one right back in. It's moved down by Cale Dennison. Dennison brought back into the offensive end for him here as an Oakland glove is still loose inside of the corner. Taken back here by the Golden Grizzlies. Loose on net. Bouncing around and trying to go in after that one is James Coons. Finding its way out of the zone. On the stick of Stenstrom. A touch up ice as it goes back down the other way from Peter Stewart's stick. The captain throws a check in the corner against Brandon Gertz, and we've got a stoppage in play inside of the corner.
Yeah,
as the helmet comes off.
Yeah, Peter Stewart, the captain, the junior captain from East Grand Rapids, Michigan. Helmet comes off, so that draws the automatic whistle. Good pace to this first minute and 18 seconds of the first period. Couple chances for both teams.
Face off just outside of the offensive end of the Flying Dutchman now. One back in the neutral zone and pushed back there as Joe Brown's got it. Brown from the defensive end. Moving it through the circles, up the ice, and taken back the other way by Nick Manzo. Manzo has had a stellar tournament defensively and as an offensive defenseman. Now inside of the defensive end. Moving it up the ice is Joe Brown slowly across the center ice line. Finding its way back inside of the corner. Back in after it is Brendan Gertz as it's taken back to the blue line. Held in for a moment down there and brought back down the other way by Manza before it's intercepted by Noah Aaron. Aaron left side circle, fires one and he scores! Bar down top right corner and a 1-0 lead for the Flying Dutchman, getting things started where they left off yesterday.
Noah Aaron, it was a broken play right at the blue line. Oakland could not clear it back into the neutral zone. Noah Aaron just looking for that pass, decides to shoot. And what did I say? That glove side to Oakland's Gnatminder. You see it here, just blows it by and picks the top right corner. And I think he might have as well have been screened by Brendan Gertz. And just like dope, the Flying Dutchman start out flying.
First goal of the national tournament for Aaron. He waits till the biggest stage. Let's wait and see who gets the assist on that one.
Number 24, Noah Arndt. Assisted by number 21, Alan Hirsch. And number 23, Evan Fall at 150.
1 minute, 50 seconds into the game, and Hope has a 1-0 lead. The usual suspects in there for the assist. Played back behind the corner now.
Yeah, big-time players show up in big games, Sean, and you mentioned it. Evan Fall and Alan Hirsch, guys that have been really good all tournament long, come up with the helpers.
Blue line, this one dumped right back down. Austin Peterson redirect in front of that. Garrett Gormley, and a great save down there from Dennison. His first real save, and he makes it with the 5-hole.
Yeah, it was a play by Artemenko, who was in that far wing corner. Tried to clear it out. It got deflected right in on the stick of Garrett Gormley. And just a little too tight as Dennison able to make the butterfly save and soak it up.
17:27 to go here, first period. Offensive zone faceoff for Hope. They've been smothering to start off these first 3 minutes. They try it again as Skylar Miller gets one that gets redirected. Off of a rebound chance, now taken down from Austin Huffer. Left side corner, move back up to Skylar Miller. Miller back behind the net. This one goes as Huffer will go back after. Will be taken out of the zone by Cortland Marshankowski. Ooh, a fancy move down there with the stick at center ice. Brought back in now as Cole DeVos tried to move it in. Couldn't have any luck. Played in the neutral zone of the defensive end of Oakland as this one's played back behind the net by Dalton Gannat. Gannat inside of the corner. Looking to move it up. He's working on the stick of Kenneth Casper. And intercepted here by Cole Stenstrom. Left side firing a shot. And a great save down there once again from Dennison. Uses the body and the glove.
Yeah, Stenstrom just wins the puck again at the blue line. Oakland having trouble clearing things out right at their line. Stenstrom comes in, and then a good foul by Peter Stewart looking for a rebound. Dennison does a good job of soaking it up.
Left side circle face-off here. Taking it for Hope, Max Moniz. We've already previewed him a little bit here in tonight's game. Let's see what he does with this face-off win. Right in front of the net, and once again, Stenstrom at the doorstep. Now taken out of the zone, will be picked up by Ryan Schulte. He'll move that one inside of the neutral zone. Will be taken back by Caleb Warts, a great defenseman in this tournament for the Flying Dutchman as well. Peter Stewart, low slot, lost in the pads, and able to come up with it is Dennison. A little bit more luck than skill as his other saves has been, but he comes up with it.
Hey, any way you could stop that puck from going in behind the net, you're going to take it. Stewart has absolutely been flying through the first 2:30 of this first period. He's had some really good looks in on Dennison, and I like how Coach Chris Van Timmeren is switching out guys every 30 to 40 seconds to get fresh legs.
You really want to keep those legs fresh in a game of this intensity because the nerves are already there. You don't want the physical body to not have that same stamina that you need the mental body to have. Played back inside of the offensive end of the Golden Grizzlies as this one's moved up the ice by Noah Aaron. Aaron, right side circle, firing a shot, and that one jumps over the protective netting and out of play.
Nice save made by Dennison, getting the stick down there to turn that one away, up and out of play. Through the first 4 minutes, Oakland still trying to get stuff going. They really haven't had a lot of time even just past the center line, as the Flying Dutchmen have done a very good job, Sean, of gumming up the neutral zone to not allow their breakouts to take effect.
But remember, this is exactly what happened to Oakland in yesterday's game in the first period, and this is exactly what Hope did in the first period of yesterday's game. We'll see if this one plays out like either of those games. The good saves made down there from Austin Kane, played away by a hand, and this one's picked back up by the Golden Grizzlies. Shot on net, redirect down there is right in front was Michael Ryan looking to put it through. Gormley will take this one, backhanded up the ice to the neutral zone. Move back down now. Riley Draper, left side circle, right in front, and they score! Austin Peterson, one-time tipping, and a 2-0 lead for the Flying Dutchman. 15:40 to go, first period.
Just a great breakout play for the Flying Dutchman, as it was number 10, Austin Peterson, getting the goal, but it was all set up by Miska. I think it was Miska. I don't think it was Gormley. I believe we'll have to look at the replay as we take a look here. Riley Draper, number 3, is the one that's going to get the assist right in on the tape, and all he had to do was just touch it home as Dennison overcommitted to one side.
Man, this feels like an exact repeat of that semifinal game for Hope. 2 goals in less than 3 minutes, and they've got a 2-0 lead with well over half of this first period to go.
Assisted by number 13, Keegan Brown, and number 3, Riley Draper at 4:20. Hope goals scored by Peterson.
Played back behind the net. This one moved up as Max Moniz has it, finding its way out to Cole Stenstrom. Stenstrom in from inside of the corner, working inside of the circle. It's moved back down there by Moniz. And back behind the net, it gets taken now by John Artemenko. Artemenko slows things up as he moves it to Brandon Goods. Goods' brother was able to play in that national tournament earlier as he was playing for Michigan State. Adam Goods didn't quite have the national tournament success as this one's brought in by Justin Pinto, and he sends that one way up high, loose at the crease line, and that one just took a lucky bounce as the Oakland faithful were able to move that one away. Wow, that was too close. Marcus, we've talked about these lively boards. We haven't seen it so much on the left side, but the glass right there worked as a sharpshooter.
Yeah, Pinto tried to throw it high glove on Dennison, which has kind of been the MO of the teams here in the semifinals. It hits a partition, and Austin Huffer was right there, but Dennison, very aware where he's at, able to get the pad on it, and he turns this one wide.
Played back down now, and it should be worth mentioning that this game is between the 3 and 4 in the MCHC, not even the champions, as both Michigan State and Central Michigan were eliminated by these two teams. How's that for revenge?
You know what? They had a little fire. They had a little revenge, I guess you could say, on their mind. They wanted to get back here. Oakland not getting that auto bid. As you take another look at this shot that comes off the glass, it almost got knocked in by his own man. I think that's Goodes, number 19 in black, that almost knocked that win in off their rebound.
Yeah, Goods right in front of the net. He's had a solid tournament with 4 points in it. It nearly cost his team one right there. Good awareness down there from Dennison. He got right back over. You don't expect something like that to find its way loose, as this one will be taken out of the zone the other way by Joe Graham. Graham moves this one up, and Marcinkowski sends this one
out of play. I think he flipped it up out of play, so we'll have a face-off at center ice, and through the first 6:05, it is all Hope Flying Dutchman. 2 goals in less than 4 minutes here at 150 and 420 off the stick of Moniz and Austin Peterson.
Played back inside of the defensive end. Moved here as Dalton Gannett moves it up the ice. Skylar Miller directs traffic back behind his own net. Miller moving this one up, gets it up to Riley Draper, the catalyst in that last goal scored by the Flying Dutchman. Oakland moving this one left side circle. Garrett Gormley tries to tip it out of the zone. No job done right there as it's brought right back down by Oakland. Moving this one inside of the neutral ice area and brought back to the defensive end of Hope. Moved up the ice, Draper can't collect it. Played back down by Ken Casper, and Gormley will take it back behind as he directs it down to Caleb Warts. Left side circle, moved up out of the defensive end now and into the offensive end of Hope. They work it right side circle, firing a shot. Easy glove save made down there from Dennison.
Gormley continues, and so do the Flying Dutchmen, trying to go to that glove side of Dennison. 3, you got to beat him. You got to try to get him down. He is a very tall goaltender. He takes up a lot of space in that goal crease, and they've already found him, or solved him twice with 13:10 to go.
Right side circle, face off once again, Hope's offensive end, firing a shot, and they score! Cole Stenstrom off of the face off, puts it past Dennison, and a 3-0 Flying Dutchman lead all over the Oakland Grizzlies.
Stenstrom with just a good ricochet off the face-off win, and if you're Pete Gibb, I would think you'd have to look at using your timeout here because it is 3-0. You take a look at this again, Stenstrom just blows it by the glove side. I mean,
wow.
They know where they're going to have to shoot when they have the opportunity.
That is a hot shot goal scored right down there. His second of the national tournament from Cole Stenstrom. He comes up with point number 3. 2 goals and an assist.
Hope goal scored by number 8, Cole Stenstrom. Assisted by number 20, Max Moniz. At 6:53.
Stenstrom backhand down right in front of the net, and that one just gets sent back away as working with it now are the Golden Grizzlies. Zach Massa, the one who's going to get this Oakland team back into the game in a 3-0 hole, their biggest deficit of the national tournament. Finding its way back near side boards, it'll be collected by Eric Wolf, who went a slow roller towards the front of the net. That's one of those knuckle puck situations, but luckily the defense of Hope was able to take care of it. Zach Massa, left side circle, ripping a shot. Up and out of play as that one traveled up the stick of Cameron Wiederhoff.
Yeah, good defensive play there by Wiederhoff to just get in the shooting lane of Zach Massa. First, this is probably only the second or third defensive zone draw that Hope has had here almost halfway through the first period. Oakland trying to find something here on this full-strength opportunity.
It doesn't take a very smart person to understand that a defensive strategy against this Oakland team is to knock down Zach Massa. How about not even prevent him? How about not even allow him a chance in his offensive end? Maybe a shot or two here tonight so far, but it's been all hope in their O end. Now played, left side circle. That one just got easily pushed away by John Artemenko, and it'll move up into the center ice area.
Yeah, sorry, Sean. We talk about Massa being a player where you're not going to be able to shut him down off the score sheet. You can only contain him with how good he has been in his career.
That one blocked up and out of play as a shot had been fired easily down there from Evan Gregg. And it goes up and out of play, so an offensive zone faceoff once again here. Second straight now for the Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah, Kane hasn't worked nearly as hard as Dennison has in the goal down to our right. But he's a very solid, technically sound goaltender. You saw that yesterday. He makes the good technical saves in the butterfly, but he also can scramble, and he saved 3 or 4 goals yesterday against Central as he does right there.
Uh-oh, now a little bit of extra fun. We've been expecting it. Now here's your fun fact. These two teams met in the regular season, and Hope was the only team to beat Michigan State and Central Michigan, but they got swept by the Golden Grizzlies, and a lot of Oakland fans were wondering how come Hope jumped them and Grand Valley before regionals. Well,
it's a good question.
You're seeing it right now. Played back down now as Evan Fall looks to bring it in. That one played in, and that was a very late offsides call. Noah Arendt was working with it.
And another fun fact, too, I was looking at the box score. Dennison did not play in either one of those games in that weekend. So this is the first time that he's seeing Hope, and Austin Kane didn't play in those games either. So this is the first time both goaltenders are going to be seeing each other as Woodford and Scott Thomas got the starts for the Flying Dutchman back in November.
And Scott Thomas not on the roster right now as one of your regular starters for that team. Oakland University had split times through the course of the season with Austin McCardle and Cody Dennison, and Woodford came in and got a 5-2 loss for the Flying Dutchman against Arkansas, who, if Hope wins, would be the only undefeated team in the national tournament. There's your fun fact.
There we go.
Played up the ice now. Oakland, so much room. Oh my goodness. An offsides call as that one was brought in from Marcinkowski, and the Oakland fans are not happy with it.
Yeah, the gentleman I think that caused the offside was Cortland Marcinkowski, as he had Joe Graham with the puck on that left wing side. So now it looks like, yeah, I think they blew that call because I think we're going to have a center ice faceoff. So I think it really wasn't, so they're going to correct it at center ice.
Now played back as it's controlled by Skylar Miller. Miller looking for an option to get it up the ice to as it finds a way back down, and inside of the corner will be taken down here by Peter Stewart, one of the captains of this Hope team. Blue line, slow roller, and inside the low slot it gets taken back away by Oakland. Dumped right back in by Evan Fall and partially blocked as it entered the zone. Now Moniz fires a shot. He has it back behind the net. Loose left side circle in the low slot area. Played against the boards. Out of the zone, it'll come, collected once again by Miller. Center ice area, Stenstrom sends this one down to the blue line. Back up the other way now. Here come the Golden Grizzlies. That one's dumped in by Kenneth Casper behind the net. Skylar Miller with it. He's getting pressured down there from Dominic Najar. Inside of the corner now. Hope looking to move it up the ice. Brought all the way back down as that one finds a way against the boards. Now Marcinkowski will bring that one in. A good pass right back down to Michael Ryan against the boards. Ryan working with this one, and 4 white sweaters take that one away from him.
Yeah, they have done a very good job, have the Flying Dutchman, of being very hard on puck pursuit.
Zach Massa enters, though. Left side circle, right in front. Oh, and that one didn't miss by much from Michael Ryan. What an unbelievable play right there as we got an arm up from the official.
Let's see what the call is. That puck went right through the 5-hole and the blue paint as the net came off the moorings, which caused the whistle. But Ryan from Massa,
how do you miss that?
Just had to touch it home and a little too strong on the tap. As you take a look at the replay,
here's how he missed it.
Yeah, that went right through the 5-hole and through the blue paint.
What a perfect pass.
It was right there for him.
Michael Ryan's going to be kicking himself after this period is over with. This score remains as that one went up and out of play. 9:47 to go. This will be the media timeout. So we will step aside and rejoin you on the other side.
The 2018 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Aries Sportswear, the official merchandise sponsor of the ACHA. Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape of the ACHA. And by the Three-Legged Mare, located right in the heart of downtown Columbus.
So after nearly 11 minutes of action, Hope in a very similar situation, a 3-goal lead. And right now, Oakland working to get themselves back in a response area as they've had a few more offensive zone draws. And Michael Ryan with the best chance of the night right in front there on that pass in front, not able to convert. What does Oakland need to do to get some momentum going into this second period?
I think they just need to start winning some battles at center ice. Hope has done a really good job of when they've had the opportunity to double up guys on the puck, they've been able to do it, and they've been able to send it back down in the offensive zone. As we take another look at the opportunity from Ryan, as it goes right through the 5-hole of Austin Kane. He didn't know where it was. You get another look at it from the angle. Oh yeah, he throws it right through. He had Kane opened up, and he just a little too strong on that play. But yeah, neutral zone battles have to be won by Oakland in order to get their offense set up, and that's what's disrupting their game plan against Hope.
And you see it right there. Maybe you don't get the goal, but you learn a little strategy against Austin Kane. What do you got to do to beat him? Now played in front, and Austin Kane holds on to it.
Yeah, I think one knock on Kane, especially in yesterday's game that you saw against Central, is the fact that he does open up the 5-hole a little bit, and he might go down just a tad early. So if you could wait that extra half second to let him get down, you're going to have some room up top.
Right side circle face-off once again here for Eric Wolf, and this one's controlled by Hope. Let's see what their move out of the defensive end is. Played back behind the net. Michael Ryan comes in for some pressure. Good backhand pass up the ice. Oh, man, and they're leaving a man all alone down there as Alan Hirsch brings it in and fires a weak shot that misses the net. Hirsch is a man you do not want to let alone on an island.
Yeah, Gannat was the one that get in on Justin Pinto's opportunity. Just took that shot away.
Noah Arendt as this one back down to his number mate of Nick Manzo. From the corner, this one being worked with as Hope tries the center, and that one went off of the side of the net. Played to the goal line, taken once again by the Flying Dutchman. Moved up, Evan Falk fires a shot. Ooh, and I think they were looking for the one-time opportunity with a little bit too much traffic.
That's a penalty going to be on Oakland. So we're going to get our first power play. It's going to be a slashing call, I believe. Let's see what they get. They're going to get the captain, Michael Ryan, 2 minutes for slashing.
Not a great penalty to take here if you're Oakland. You're fighting and crawling your way back, getting momentum going the other way, and now you're getting a very dangerous power play at 42.4% ready to go when your penalty kill is at 76.5.
Unreal kind of power play numbers this Nationals and the season.
Played back left side circle. We'll wait for the official goal
Golden
call
Bears
here.
penalty called on number 11, Michael Ryan. 2 minutes for slashing at 10:57.
Yeah, you're right on right there as Michael Ryan, the captain, sits in the box. Elliot Diggison, a defenseman that we talked about, having a shot there that just misses the net. Gormley with it now. Playing back, Diggison to his left side, plays it back down to the right side circle. Gormley waiting for it as that one's played back down by Wards. A block shot in front, right side circle. Gormley steps up, fires a shot, and that one gets bounced back behind the net. I think Dennison got a piece of that one.
Yeah, and I think Diggison set up the screen out in front. Big, tall defenseman doing his job.
That's what you want down there if you can't have them at the blue line. They like to cycle their defensemen and forwards back at the blue line. That's why you'll see Gormley at the blue line sometimes. Played up top. This one a rebound to the right side goal line. They'll be controlled down there from Austin Peterson. Inside of the corner now. Peterson had the first goal in yesterday's game and what turned out to be a shootout. Right side circle. Working this one back to the blue line. Moved up by Caleb Warts. Warts left side circle, loose in front, and they score! Power play goal for the Flying Dutchman, and they lead this one with 8 minutes to go in the first. 4-0.
I did not see who got that, but it was Diggison that set things up. I think it's going to be either Riley Draper or Garrett Gormley with a single-digit number. Right in on the weak side as we'll take another look at the replay here. Yeah, it's going to be Draper just right in on front.
There's
just
nothing
stuffs
there.
it home. There's nothing that Dennison could have done about that.
Yeah, that's just great positioning down there. Riley Draper coming up with his 4th goal of this national tournament. 5 points overall, and this Hope team is absolutely stepping on the throats of Oakland.
Hope goal scored by number 3, Riley Draper. Assisted by number 12, Caleb Warts, and number 10, Austin Peterson.
Oh my goodness, what did you just see down there? Is right in front of the net, waiting at the doorstep was Joe Graham, and he nearly was able to kick that one in.
Yeah, a couple good opportunities out front from Graham and Lauro.
Now playing out of the zone, Hope avoids another close call down there. There hasn't been tons of opportunities from Oakland, but they've been good ones, what they have had. Right down there, we saw Joe Graham and earlier Michael Ryan, who just sat in the box.
Yeah, they really have to find a way to capitalize on the few chances that they have had here late in the first period.
Austin Huffer will dump this one down. 4-0 Hope lead. Marcus, I hate to bring this up too early as this one's chipped into the corner. I did call Hope as the national championship in the national tournament preview.
Well, I wasn't going to bring it up because I wasn't going to jinx anybody.
Well, we'll see what will happen as Lou Gamlin, back from the NAIA tournament, will certainly be rooting for his boys in the black and gold. Of course, no bias from us up here. We just want the best game that we can see. And right now, if you're a Hope fan, you're very happy with the result you're seeing.
They have to continue the pressure, though. They cannot they cannot get complacent with a 4-0 lead. You still have 46.5 minutes of hockey to go here in the championship game.
Did Central Michigan get complacent when they were down 3-0 yesterday?
They certainly did not.
And did did Oakland get complacent when they were down 2-0 after 40 minutes of yesterday's game? Nope. So we have a lot of game left to play. Anything can happen as we've got an icing, and now we'll see what Oakland's offense can do with an offensive draw after that goal.
Let's see if they change it up. We're going to look at the opportunity. We almost did there, but it was Graham, number 61, that had the look, and here it is, right in on it. Here comes Graham up the right side. Puck laid loose, and Kane able to take away the bottom half of the net.
We mentioned it. Look how far out of the net Kane is. He's nearly to the circle. He loves to come out. He's 5'8", and of course he plays around that entire goal mouth, pretty much from the trapezoids lines up. He plays that whole area. That was a bad move from him in yesterday's game against Central. He got the win, but a lot of goals were offered up that way.
In the end, yesterday's game, I kind of compared him to Mike Smith of the Calgary Flames, a guy that likes to come out and play the puck a lot. He likes to be aggressive, and sometimes that aggressiveness can cost him.
It's a blessing and a curse depending on the team that you're playing, because if they learn that strategy, they're going to just dump it and then chase after that one with all the might they got.
Yeah, they got to throw guys to the front net. The forecheck has to be able to recognize that. Like you said, Sean, when Kane does come out of the net, there is going to be a lot of room behind him to feather that puck right on net.
And from our sources down near the goal line, who we'll be talking to a little bit later, it seems like McCardle is stretching and getting warmed up near the Oakland bench. 4-0 lead right now, as Dennison has not really been able to have any kind of success against a Hope team that is right now just finding the perfect positioning, calling their shot, and labeling it.
And if, in fact, McCardle does come in, it would be his first appearance at the national tournament this year. So finding any way he can as Coach Gibb to change the momentum in their favor.
We'll see what happens here. Is a lot of hockey left to be played, and you don't want to just give up on a player, especially one like Dennison has been as good as in this ACHA playoffs, both regional and national. Played back now as this one's played by Riley Draper. Draper back behind the net. Garrett Gormley will take this one from the corner. And he tries to play it back down. It finds its way out of the stick of Nick Manzo. Manzo behind the net, moves this one up the ice, and there's Zach Massa. Always got to be careful as he's being surrounded down there by shadows. Works this one over to Wolf, and he scores! The play started by Massa and finished by Wolf. 4-1 game, 5 minutes to go. There's the spark for the Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah, Massa the one to set him up this time. Usually the goal scorer. Wolf did a good job going to that far side, as that's his 6th of the Nationals. We'll get a chance to look at the replay here. Massa just centers it up. I mean, there's really nothing much Kane can do, and it was just a snipe shot over the glove side of Austin Kane.
Hey, he's not just a goal scorer, that Zach Massa. He was being followed and moved by 2 Flying Dutchman defensemen, and he completely drew him away from Wolf.
Golden Bears goal scored by number 3, Eric Wolf. Assisted by number 65, Zach Massa. And then
oh my God, and they score again! As we're hearing the goal call for the last one, James Kuntz roofs it in a 2-goal game with 4:40 to go in the first period. What a shot from Kuntz!
Kuntz just comes flying right in off the face-off, and again able to go roof on Austin Kane.
20 seconds later.
What a goal.
Look
So
at that
take
one.
a look at it. Kuntz skates left, and shoots back right, getting Kane to move out of the way. There's another angle here. And he wasn't screened, he just finds a hole in the top right corner.
That's when you pull out the extender, you look down the scope, and you snipe that one past the eyes of Austin Kane. That is as pure of a shot as you're gonna see. And now we've got a penalty coming up here to Oakland.
Yeah, it's gonna be on
the box. Looks like a cross-checking penalty.
Hold on. I think it's gonna be 4-on-4 here, Sean. So one was an interference call on Kuntz. We'll see what the other is from Andy Storrs down in the penalty or in the scorer's box.
4-on-4 hockey, a lot of open ice now, especially for some dangerous shooters. As Zach Massa, hard not to talk about him, but he gets pickpocketed from Evan Fall. Fall from the right side circle, winds up, moves it over. Oh, and just in front of the net, losing that one is Alan Hirsch.
25, James Kuntz, 2 minutes for interference. Hope penalty called on number 24, Noah Arndt, 2 minutes for embellishment.
Oh, wow. An embellishment penalty in the national championship game. That is a bold call to make from the official, but if it's the right call, that is a good one.
It certainly is, Sean. We'll see what all the open ice has in store for both these teams.
Now a stoppage in play as Evan Fall loses his helmet. Zach Massa looking frustrated with his stick in the air. And we're waiting for anything here as the whistle was blown, of course, with the helmet coming off. See if any penalties are assessed. It doesn't look like anything and no doors opening.
Yeah, it looks like it was just a hit. I think Massa was the one that gave it to him right in front of the bench.
Stared him down if that was the case. So face off at center ice. $1:20 to go here in the 4-on-4. Stuck at the Blue Jackets logo. They're playing right next door to us, and the fans from the Columbus are peeking in here every so often. Wonder what the better game is right now. I don't think any's got bigger stakes than this one.
Unfortunately, I'd have to say this game will probably be the better game.
Now the tickets should have been worth more than for sure. This one played left side circle. We were wondering where all the cars outside of the parking garage were for. It's obvious as you look at the stands. This one played back down now. Wiederhoff moves this one in left side circle, mid slot area to the high slot, right side, firing a shot. That one blocked away. Manzo trying to get in the way of that one. Played back behind the net. It works around off the stick of Peterson as Manzo takes a check down there. He moves it back behind the net to John Artemenko. Moved up the ice, that was Brandon Goods. Now moved back down. Cale Dennison brings it in. Right side circle. That one bounces back behind the net. Will be taken out by Wiederhoff. 30 seconds to go here, 4-on-4. Across the red line, blue line now. 2-on-4 here for Hope. Played from the goal line and back behind the net. Pinned up back there. Nick Manzo doing a great job to not let Wiederhoff move an inch. And that one finally squeaks out. Wiederhoff trying to move it. Gets it right back down now to Moniz. Moniz to Joe Brown, blue line, moving back over. Taking a shot is Peter Stewart. Falling, and the save made down there from Dennison.
A little pushing and shoving after the fact. Dennison doing a good job of butterflying and then Snow Angel on the blue line to keep that puck out of the goal crease as the shot came from Peter Stewart with Cam Wiederhoff right on the doorstep looking for a rebound.
Just about to return to 5-on-5 action. 3 seconds left here. 4-2 game, 2.5 minutes to go. Playing up to the circle. Movement back down as that one is attacked in by Cole DeVos. 5-on-5 returns now as Austin Huffer comes off of the bench. Moved down the other way. Dominic Najar moves this one across the blue line. Played back down off of the glass, and Hope will take it. Ooh, a good move through the legs down there, and then he falls down onto the ice by no one's action but his own. Blocked down there. Austin Huffer nearly takes it right back. Hope's got it now. Check right in front of their own bench. As falling down onto the ice was Huffer. Now played in front of the scorer's box, finding its way down at the red line. Played up against the bench now and brought back into the defensive end of the Golden Grizzlies by themselves. Moved up into the neutral zone. They work this one right to the blue line, trying to jam it through. No such luck, and Evan Fall was nearly off to the races alone down there.
Yeah, good play along the far side half boards. Alan Hirsch, a 1-on-2, able to win it free and get it deep into the Golden Grizzlies off defensive zone.
Left side circle now. 4-2 game after 2 quick ones from the Golden Grizzlies, 20 seconds apart. 4 goals in 10 minutes previous by Hope, and we've got an icing call.
First icing, I believe, on Oakland in this contest. So with fresh legs out on the ice for head coach Chris Van Timmeren. Let's see if they can't find a way to get that at least the 3-goal lead restored here with a minute and a half to go in the first 20.
Left side circle face-off. Be taken down here from Alan Hirsch. Played to Diggison. Diggison moves this one over. High shot. That one hit off of the very high glass and stayed in play. Now moved to Noah Aaron. He takes a check down there inside of the corners. That one got moved around by Andrew Barry. Top of the right side circle. Now the high slot area. Firing a shot. That one misses the net. Aaron will take it back in the right circle. Played to the corner and moved back around by Dominic Najar as it finds a way off the blue line. A bouncy puck back in the neutral zone. Up the ice. That one off of the official. Elliot Diggison. Oh, what a fancy move down there with the spin move to bring this one in. Diggison mid-slot fires a shot and a shoulder save made down there from Dennison.
Wow, Diggison just trying to get away from Massa, who had him lined up to take the puck away. He said, nope, I'm going to spin around a la Dennis Savard into the zone, taking the shot and forcing Dennison to make the save. And hope we'll have an offensive zone draw here, less than a minute to go.
Yeah, it's only weird if it doesn't work.
That's very true.
It worked out perfectly right there. A lot of room to work with after that one. You fake him out, you got all the real estate you want. Played back right side circle, moved towards the net. That one got taken back away by Zach Massa. To the blue line now, sent back towards the net, and Dennison just saw that at the last second and made the kick save. Played inside of the corner. Looking to move this one is Peterson. Played back down in the neutral zone. Zach Massa enters, fires a shot, a rip. That one got saved by Kane. Another opportunity in front, and that one got taken away by Hope. Still loose, and Evan Kane has to make 3 saves down there as, wow, Zach Massa throwing a few cross checks into his stomach down there. Got to be frustrated as he's firing away, and he just can't find it through.
Just have not been able to find the back, and that has Massa. And again, you see how far Austin Kane comes out to challenge the shot. He has got to be careful with that type of play, especially with Massa on the ice and the captain, number 11, Michael Ryan. Both had very good contests last night. Michael Ryan getting the empty netter and Ryan getting a goal and 2 assists.
Face-off left side circle. Played back towards the front of the net. And that one just got sent off of the boards, finding its way to the circle. Now moved through the circle, gets taken away by Diggison. Back to the corner. Taken here by Wolf. Firing on that one just went horizontal to the net. 17 seconds to go here. Right side circle. Back inside of the corner. Looking to just kill the rest of this period off for the Flying Dutchman. Massa goes in after it. Forget about that as now Austin Peterson's off. Peter Stewart, left side circle to the front of the net. And a great stick lift down there from Michael Ryan. And there is your game after 20 minutes. A 4-2 lead for the Flying Dutchman. A game of streaks. The first half won by Hope. And the second half, more middle ground as Oakland came up with 2.
Yeah, I really don't think you could say Oakland had a lot of momentum in that first period. Yeah, they got the 2 goals to cut the lead in half. But once they did, Hope kind of settled themselves down a little bit and got the momentum back on their side, Sean. We'll see we'll see how Oakland responds after the first intermission.
Goal scorers in this first period: Noah Aaron, Austin Peterson, Cole Stenstrom, and Riley Draper for Hope, and for Oakland, Eric Wolf and James Kuntz. A lot of nice-looking goals so far in this one. We will step aside and have a look back with one of the coaches, and then see the replays right before the start of period 2. You are watching the ACHA D3 National Championship game.
Hey, this is Jason with Howie's Hockey Tape, here to tell you about our top quality polo shirts for any occasion, whether you're out on the golf course or out with friends. Our dry fit polo will keep sweat away from your body and keep you on your game. Stay dry, cool, and looking good with your Howie's polo.
My name is Kelly Lorenz, and I'm the Team Store Specialist here at Aries. AriesTeamStore.com is our solution to helping coaches put together spiritwear sales and fundraising.
My name is Adam Walters, and I'm the head boys and girls track coach at Olentangy Orange High School. The fundraising feature of AriesTeamStore.com is nice because you can add $1 or $2 to every item, and then if you have 100 kids and they all buy one item, you just made a quick, easy $100 or $200. It's effective and simple, easy to use, and you get great apparel.
Hey, I'm Dave from Howie's, and I'm here to tell you what makes Howie's cloth tape the best tape on the market. It starts with strength. Our tape is made with a poly cotton blend, and it has the highest thread count of any tape on the market. It's going to last longer. Next is adhesive. We use an aggressive adhesive that will guarantee this tape will stay on your stick. That's what it's supposed to do, right? I promise you'll love this tape.
It's the feeling you get when it all rushes back. The lights, the sounds, the thrill. This memory has been earned and preserved for a lifetime. Every ring has its story. What will yours say?
For over a century, Columbus has had an appetite for sports. As our city grew, so did our ravenous hunger for more. More sports, more of the time. And not just the mainstream, we wanted it all. A sports city founded on determination, focus, strength. We were never mediocre, and to this day, we never settle. We're a bunch of sports-crazed, competition junkies dying to sink our teeth into whatever game, match, tournament, league, or season thrown our way. You see, Columbus is full of passion. Passion for all that sports embody. Hope, challenges, progress. As we continue our journey to be one of the world's best sports destinations, it's clear Columbus has no off-season.
Hey, I'm Dave from Howie's, and I'm here to tell you what makes Howie's cloth tape the best tape on the market. It starts with strength. Our tape is made with a poly cotton blend, and it has the highest thread count of any tape on the market. It's going to last longer. Next is adhesive. We use an aggressive adhesive that will guarantee this tape will stay on your stick. That's what it's supposed to do, right? I promise you'll love this tape.
"20 minutes gone by in the national championship game. A 4-2 game here in favor of the Flying Dutchman over Oakland. A 3-versus-4 battle out of the pools. What do you think after this first 20 minutes? A hot start for Hope, but Oakland responded with 2.
Yeah, a really good start for Hope. 3 goals in 6 minutes, and then they finally capped it off with the power play goal by Riley Draper at 12:05. Oakland comes back with 2 goals late at the 15-minute mark and the 16:20 mark to cut the lead in half. Let's see what they can do in the next 20.
Yeah, we've had some fun so far, and well, maybe a little bit less fun down there for the coaches. We'll send it down to Zach DeBozard. He's got one of them nearby, listening in to hear what they have to say of their thoughts after 20. And we apologize for the technical difficulties. We all want to hear the golden pipes of Zach DeBozard, but I guess we'll have to wait until the second period to do that. I'm sure Pete Gibb talking about strategy, finding his team down 2. This is a coach who knows how to do this. He's been in this position before, and he's had to prove a lot of people wrong through the course of this season after a lot of doubters have came against Oakland, especially with them missing the Final Four last year.
Exactly, and I think the message for Pete Gibb in the Golden Grizzlies locker room is going to be, guys, let's just calm down. Let's get ourselves reset. We were able to get to get this thing back to a 2-goal deficit. Like we talk all week long, a 2-goal lead is the worst kind of lead in hockey. So you know that going into the second 20. They have the momentum a little bit on their sides, getting a couple late goals. And let's see, we found out down there that The backup, Austin McCardle, was warming up. Let's see if they go with McCardle or they stick with Dennison.
Well, being able to get just those 2 goals is massive, and we'll see how it'll play out heading into the second 20 in a little bit. We'll take a break for now, and when we come back, it'll be time to look at the big plays of period 1.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
Hello, this is Harry at Howie's. Not all hockey pucks are created equal. This is a Canadian-made high-density rubber puck. It is chip-resistant. If you'd like, we'll put your team's logo on a case of these pucks. This is a good product.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
Hey, this is Betsy from Howie's, and I want to tell you a little bit about our hoodies. They're made with a polyester and pre-shrunk cotton blend, which means they're not going to shrink down on you. They're really thick and super soft on the inside. They also have these classy Howie's cloth laces on them. So whether you're at the rink or out on the pond, I know you're going to love this hoodie.
She's got to shoot it, and she hits it.
Are you ready, Columbus? Then join us for the debut of the NCAA Women's Final Four at Nationwide Arena. Get ready to see it all, do it all, and go for it all. March 29th through April 1st. Party never stops, and the fun never ends. Join us all weekend long. Visit ncaa.com/Women's Final Four today.
Right on the verge of period 2 action, and what a game we've had here so far. A very exciting one for the fans, and maybe a little more stressful than either fan base has wanted. 6 goals in the first period. Hey, let's take a look at those highlights. The big goals from that period. Noah Aaron, a slap shot that finds its way against the right side goal post. What a shot.
Yeah, you take a look at it, just blows it by the glove side of Dennison, top right corner. Noah Aaron gets things going.
And we start off here, Riley Draper, left side, way over commit, and right to the back of the net. It's too easy for Peterson. Watch as he walks around Gertz down here.
Walks around Gertz, and Dennison overcommits, and Peterson just has to tap it in, a la Happy Gilmore.
We'll see this one once again, as this one's a right side circle face-off and just to the back of the net. Not a great look down there from Dennison. What a rocket shot from Stenstrom, though, glove side.
Stenstrom, I tell you, they continue to go to that glove side of Dennison. That has been the MO of him through the semifinals and now through one period. Is the rebound given up here on the power play goal, Sean.
And the name of the game is backdoor. A perfect rebound given up to a man in front. He barely even moves the stick down there. He's like a paddle ball, just moving that one through.
Yeah, you take a third look at this one. I mean, just a bad rebound given up by Dennison right to the stick of Riley Draper.
Now Oakland bringing themselves back into it, and Eric Wolf, a gorgeous shot as he undresses Austin Kane.
Yeah, Eric Wolf, just a great shot. Kane down early. Really couldn't do much about that one as Wolf again goes top shelf on the smaller of the two goaltenders as you take a third look at it, just trying to get something on that puck. Unfortunately for him, the puck finds the back of the net.
Now James Kuntz, you talked about this one. He moved left and shot right, and there was almost no save opportunity there for Kane. It's such a natural shot.
Well, Kane overcommits to the right side, and Kuntz just finds the open net in the top right corner, and just like that, it's a 4-2 game as both teams make their way out on the ice.
Yeah, the offense is finding a way, and we'll see if they can continue to, or if goaltending will take over here as we are just about ready to get things underway for second period action. One key for each team going into this period.
For Oakland, key number one, I think for me, is continue to try to win the neutral zone battle, as they really haven't had a lot of luck through the middle of the ice. Hope has done a really good job of doing a two-man barrage on the puck carrier.
Yeah.
And relying on their defensemen to be able to get back to cover the guys that get through. If you're Hope, yeah, you have a 2-goal lead, but you got to keep the foot on the pedal and find a way to continue to go glove side and get traffic in front of Cody Dennison.
If there's one thing we've learned from this national tournament, these are two teams who are not afraid to score. 23 goals coming in for Hope, 29 for Oakland. Right now it's 27-31, and we'll see if it'll keep up as it's a 4-2 lead for the Flying Dutchman. Teams lined up at center ice, 5 apiece for both teams. Official lines it up, drops the puck, and we underway the second half of this 3-match game. Played back behind the net now of Austin Kane as the team switched sides, moved up the ice, finding its way down as Austin Peterson looks to go after it. Played by Dalton Gannett, knocked down at the blue line, brought right back in from one of the goal scorers in this game, Eric Wolf. Right side circle, moved back up the ice. Moving in after this one is Riley Draper, right side circle, backhand up, right down to Garrett Gormley, not the intended target, but he'll take it. Now Zach Mass on a 2-on-2, leads in from the left side, fires a shot, rebound, low slot, left side circle, now one gets kicked back in the corner. Played back to the corner as Eric Wolf goes after it. Shot here from Marcinkowski, actually that's Casper, right side circle now. Played back down by Gannett, he overcommits down there, and Hope will look to move this one out. Played back inside of their circle with one man screaming down the ice as he takes a little bit of a check down there. That's actually a slash from Casper, and no call made here.
They got a whistle as Hope is pulled players down. I didn't see who went sliding.
Appears to be Stewart, one of the captains of this team.
No, I don't. Let's see here.
Oh, no.
It was
another
one of the
captain.
captains.
That would be Austin Peterson then.
No penalty call, but I was going to mention, Sean, in the second period, defense has longer ways to travel, so look for maybe a couple more odd man opportunities going either way.
Faceoff will be moved just outside of the offensive end here for the Flying Dutchman.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened to Peterson. Like you said, probably a slash, but I was following the plays. That one happened behind the rush. So we'll have a neutral zone draw here just outside the right wing of the Oakland Golden Grizzly zone.
And that's never a bad strategy, as much as you hate to say it. When you got a play from behind that you don't see as an official, anything can happen when the eyes aren't watching.
You know, we talk about it all the time, Sean. These referees are human. They're going to make mistakes.
And that's expected.
It really is. You just have to, as a referee, you have to limit those mistakes and try to catch everything as you're calling the fastest game in the world.
Yeah, quite literally. As this one's played back down, Max Moniz loses it back. Nick Manzo gets in the way of that shot and prevents it from being a much better one. Played back, Manzo sends this one around the boards up to Gertz. Right side circle, played up, low slot, taken right back now as it's found on the stick of James Kuntz. Kuntz will look to move it up. Down inside of the neutral zone, he dumps it as Joe Brown gives chase to this one with no icing called. Move back, Nick Manzo's got this one. Plays it around the man, shoots it on net, and that one just misses by a bit. Played on the near side boards. Move back to the blue line, it can't be held in though. Back inside of the defensive end, still a loose stick down there, and that's stepped on by the officials, he falls. Played back low slot, made right back down by Hope. Right side circle, played back against the left side boards. Shot on net, that one just misses.
Yeah, trying to go for the redirect out in front. As Brown was the one with the shot, Noah Arendt looking for the redirect as Diggeson picks it up.
Yeah, Diggeson will send that one in back behind the net inside of the corner. Played right side circle. Finding its way to the blue line and just dumped right back down by the Flying Dutchman. Shot here from Alan Hirsch comes in off sides. A little bit of jawing between those two as well.
Yeah, Hirsch and Cale Dennison having some words for each other after the whistle as that puck did find its way over the blue line. So we'll have another neutral zone draw coming up here. Faceoffs are going to be really key here in the second period to set your offense up with that longer change.
2.5 into this one, no goals from these two and some equal action back and forth. No real shots and no real test for either goaltender just yet. Played back down the ice. Wiederhoff goes after this one. Wiederhoff back inside of his corner. Finds his way opposite corner. Off of the boards, down the ice, and it'll be picked up here by Huffer. Huffer inside of the neutral zone. He comes back in as Justin Pinto takes it. Goods with this one, back behind the net, moving it back over to John Artemenko. Artemenko, that one a stretch pass up, can't be collected, and will go down for an icing as Steve Laurel was the intended target.
Yeah, Laurel, I thought might have gotten a little stick on it just outside of his reach, so Hope will go for a change, get some fresh legs out there with Brown, Gormley, Peterson, Draper, and and Miller, Skylar Miller out at the left point.
And the Lauro bloodline has a lot of name in these national championship games. Robert Lauro, Captain Bob for Oakland 2 years ago, having one of the crucial goals against Aquinas, who, by the way, won the NAIA tournament championship tonight, the first ever since the 1980s. Our friend Lou Gamlin, his second championship ring with the Aquinas Saints.
So he gets a ring last year,
Club.
and he gets the Stanley Cup this year.
I love it.
I can't wait to drink out of that tonight.
Oh my
I think
gosh.
the victory should be on Lou tonight.
Nothing but ginger ales back at our hotel as this one's played across the red line. Brought back in, a shot up high. That one just got shouldered away by Austin Kane. Now inside of the corner. And this one stuck back. That's back-to-back championships for Aquinas. One club and one varsity.
Got a really good program.
Yeah,
that one gets turned up and out of play. I think maybe Kane might have gotten a paddle on it and deflected that off and into the protective netting. So the face-off will stay in the left, or the right face-off circle in the Flying Dutchman zone.
So of course with that, and Aquinas moving up to D3 or from D3 to NAI this year, the last D3 defending national championship is lining up on your screen right side in the black jerseys. This one played out of the zone, moved off of the glass, finding its way back in, will be moved out of the zone. Oakland 1-0 in national championship games in team history. 0 for 4 are the Flying Dutchman. We'll see who will pick up one in either category here tonight.
Last time that the Dutchmen were in the finals was 2014.
Playing a now D2 Adrian team. Against the near side boards, this one finds its way out. Across, Wards brings it in just on sides, an extension pass down there as it's brought back down. Moniz can't collect it. Played down the ice, Zach Massa waiting for it, brings it in. Right side circle, firing a shot, and Austin Kane knocks it down without much movement.
Yeah, good play by Massa, just waiting for the puck to come to him. Kept himself on sides. Good, strong save made by Austin Kane, who comes out to challenge the shot, soaks it up in the butterfly, and gets the whistle.
Zach Massa, 5th year here with Oakland. All 5 of his years, they have made the national tournament. Played back behind the net now. This one finds its way out of the zone on Evan Falstick. Massa, of course, a crucial part of that 2015-2016 championship game. And that whole season, he was an absolute dynamite machine. This one played to the blue line. Left side circle, drop pass back. Oakland takes it, tries to chip it forward. It can't be done. Fall will send that one back in. Delayed offsides here, finding its way back to the goal line. Now down the ice. Maybe just touched up down there. And no icing call here against the Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah, good touch by Andrew Berry to keep that icing from coming on.
15 minutes ago here, second period. We are approaching the halfway mark of this game. Played back left side circle. Now on the goal line. Leading it is Hirsch. He gets pushed down out of the ice. Trying to keep this one going. And we're having a penalty coming up here as Hirsch is down on the ice. Should be a cross check and some extracurriculars as a few fists are thrown.
Two Dutchmen getting restrained by the referee. Second power play coming up for Hope with 14:50 to go in the second. Let's see who they get for the penalty. Oh, we're going to have 4-on-4 here as Pinto's going for a rough. And I believe that was number 25, Kuntz, is going to go to the box for a slashing call. 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes for the second time tonight.
So get rid of that power play idea. We'll have a wide open ice once again with a whole skater gone for each team. Try and hear the call from the box down there from Andy Stores. Having some technical difficulties with his mic. Face off back inside of Oakland's offensive end here.
But yeah, nonetheless, Pinto for a rough and Kuntz for a slash, or excuse me, 9. Schulte?
Ryan Schulte in the box. James Kuntz out there looking to take the face off here for Oakland. So 4-on-4 hockey action at the 14:51 remaining mark of this second period. See what happens in a right side circle face-off win back here from Kuntz. Tried to play it back to the blue line, taken right back away from Nick Manzo as that one escaped the zone. Now play to the ACHA logo across the red line. Nice shoulder down there. This one brought to the offensive end. Riley Draper rips one. That one moved up the leg of Dennison. Played back left side circle inside of the corner. Back behind the net. This one finding its way back to the right side circle. Diggison waits for it. Diggison walking the line down here. Playing it right back to the cycle of Garrett Gormley. Now right side circle. Gormley goes right back in after this one. Inside of the corner it goes, and Manzo will give chase to this one. 4-on-4, and it's looking like a power play to start off for Hope.
Yeah, 4-on-4 hockey. Forwards have the D have the forwards, so even though you got a little extra ice, you can play that man-on-man coverage.
Brought back in now by Manzo, working right side area, and this one pushed back out into the neutral zone. It'll be collected by Brandon Goods. Goods working back on a spin around. Moves this one up, and it finds its way down the ice on James Kuntz's stick. Kuntz right side, drop pass back here to Manzo. Manzo, a block shot, and a good one now. There'll be a foot race to this puck, and back goes Brandon Goods. Austin Peterson, drop pass right back over to Diggison. Diggison nearly in front of the net, backhands this one onto the back of the net. Put in front of the net there by an Oakland defenseman, right in front, and that one a great save from Dennison.
Yeah, Diggison had a couple looks at that, so did Austin Peterson. Dennison making 2 really good saves, the best of the night so far for him.
Across the red line, this one brought back down. Zach Massa leading it, and a block shot down there. Loose in the low slot area, taken back by Nick Manzo from the corner. Manzo walking back to the blue line, back down to Zach Massa, right side circle, firing a shot off of the goal post. Oh, you can't get closer down there if you're Massa, as he throws a huge check against a Flying Dutchman. Manzo down there in a foot race as he's going against Stewart. Played back behind the net, and a great check down there from Massa. Played back, Zach Massa will bring this one in across the right side blue line again. Back down, Manzo can't take that one. 3-on-1 developing here for the Flying Dutchman. Left side circle, firing a shot, losing the doorstep. Oh my goodness, what defense from Dalton Gannett.
Saved a wide open goal, and back come the Grizzlies.
Massa, block shot, right side circle, move back into the corner. 12.5 to go here, and we're back on 5-on-5. Now back the other way, a 2-on-2 developing for Flying Dutchman as Fall works to the front of the net, back in the goal line. Oh, and a great footwork down there, right in front, and they score! Max Moniz in front of the net, created by Evan Fall, and they put it in the back of the net. The first goal of the second period, 5-2, Hope leads it.
You knew eventually that they were going to able to find the back of the net. Evan Fall sets this up. 2 really good moves around a defender, and they were just parked right out in front of the net. And Moniz able to get his 2nd point of the night. 4th goal in 2 games. So we take a look. Evan Fall goes around Gannat. Whoops, excuse me. Whoop, like Chris Parman, and throws it right to the front of the net, and Moniz is not going to miss it here. You take a look from behind the net. No one covered covered him up with Kenneth Casper right in on the blue line.
Yeah, Evan Fall down there taking some salsa classes. He takes him to school down there. He puts on a clinic.
Max Moniz, assisted by number 23, Evan Fall at 7:41. Hope goal scored by Moniz, assisted by Evan Fall at 7:41.
4th goal of the postseason here in the national tournament for Moniz.
It's going to be a penalty coming up on Hope. Caleb Warts.
And you see it right there, right up against the boards. Hit thrown there against Ryan Schulte. And a clearly guilty man down there as Oakland gets a much-needed first power play of the game, nearly at the halfway mark.
Both teams now having only one power play through 28 minutes of play.
Right side circle, face-off. We'll see what can happen.
Yeah, let's see what they can do here. Oakland needs to find a way the back of the net on this man advantage.
Massa turns and fires that one, and it misses the net. Played back down by Kuntz. He walks up. He gets tripped.
Yep.
And we're going to have a 5-on-3 here for 1 minute and 49 seconds for the Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah, that's the right call.
Yep.
And it's going to be Elliot Diggison, one of their best penalty killers.
Going down for the trip, James Kuntz. A great job to draw that one, and it was obvious. Easiest call that the officials will make all night.
8:06 the time of the penalty.
A lot of room out there now for Oakland to shoot. Kuntz back under center, wins this one against the boards. Played back down by Eric Wolf. Kuntz trying to take this one. Back to the blue line, it'll go. Played back down by Dalton Gannat. Gannat with this one. High slot area, misses a shot down there. Kuntz will take this one, left side circle. Kuntz, move back over, one-timer, and a great save from Kane against Massa. They have silenced him here tonight.
They really have, as Kane has it stuck in his pads, doesn't know where it's at. But good recognition by Kane. He knows that back door for Massa on his strong side, as you see here, he makes the save. Kane finally gets the puck dislodged. 1:32 left on the 5-on-3.
He's looking a lot more comfortable in this second period than that first. He was a bit jumpy in that last 10 minutes. Now a shot here, rebound, and that one just pushed right back to the corner from Dalton Gannat's shot. Late inside of the circle, left back, Gannat has to chase this one to the blue line. Gannat, lone man at the blue line. Down to Kuntz, fires a shot. Oh, and a great block off the knee of Wiederhoff. Inside of the corner, this one played now. Move to the mid-slot area, and down the ice it goes from Austin Peterson.
Yeah, good win along the far near side boards as Cam Wiederhoff was able to win it free, and Huffer able to clear it down.
Zach Massu seemingly played pretty much 12 of the 9 minutes off of the clock here in this period. He gets it back, fires a shot, rebound in front, push back, turn and fire, and that one misses the net right in front from Eric Wolf, and down the ice it goes.
I think Kane might have gotten an opportunity to save that. Otherwise, Austin Huffer helped him out to take away that open cage.
Now back down is Zach Massa. Entrance left side, fakes a shot, gets to the front of the net, fires and misses down there. Back to Nick Manzo, right side circle, walks to the blue line, slows things up here on the power play. Down to a dulcet tone, played left side circle, movement off of the right side boards, back to the blue line. Manzo backhands it down, taken behind the net by Evan Gregg. Back to Manzo on the blue line, and a pass right back over now to Brandon Goods. Goods, back, shot, fired, and that one blocked away by Wiederhoff, only to the blue line. Back down to Brandon Goods now. One man comes out, 5-on-4. Goods, block, shot, and that one just misses. It goes back behind the net, finding its way around the boards and up to Brandon Goods. That'll come out to the blue line. Now played towards the front of the net. Man comes back out, the long 5-on-3 killed, and Austin Kane finishes with an electric save to get the fans on their feet.
Yeah, Kane was really good on that 5-on-3, but you got to give credit to the defense. Miller Huffer and Wiederhoft both helped, all three of them, being able to clear things out. And Sean, we're going to take our media timeout.
The 2018 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Barron's Championship Rings, the official ring vendor for all ACHA National Champions and Hall of Famers, and by Marathon, fueling the American spirit.
Well, Chris Van Timmeren has to be a happy man with the way that his penalty kill, which came in at 80%, operated at 100% right there on that 5-on-3 for $149.
Yeah, they continue to impress. The best chances that Oakland had, they were getting the shots from the point, a couple good blocks out in front. Kane making good saves. Oakland's got to find a way to break through the defense and get things in. On Austin Kane.
We had to take a little bit of stoppage and play for ourselves as two-time national championship winning broadcaster Lou Gamlin enters the building without the Stanley Cup, though.
Yeah, we were kind of hoping the cup would make its way to the Ohio Health Ice House, but we'll save that for another day.
Well, we've got the D3 Cup to be handed out here tonight, and we'll get a good chance to look at that one later on. 5-2 lead for Hope right now, past the halfway mark.
Face off to the right of Austin Kane. And we're going to get a false start here as they are going to throw Dominic Najjar out of the face-off dot. Andrew Barry will come in to take the draw.
Barry here against Moniz. And it's face-off 1-4, taken by Hope. Hope working this one up the ice, back to Moniz. Touch passes all the way down. Here's a 3-on-2 develops for the Flying Dutchman. Now inside of the circles it goes. Played back the other way up the ice. To the blue line, this one's being constructed with. Moniz trying to walk around a man down there, no such luck. Now played inside of the neutral zone, moved up, Stenstrom goes after this one. No icing call here, so the Flying Dutchman will go off. Now played, dump back down the ice, not enough to go down for an icing, and Hope will have to recover this one. Playing it through their defensive end, pushed up, Moniz, that one gets intercepted by Manzo, back in the neutral zone. Now finding its way onto the stick of Dominic Najjar. Brought in, Moniz makes a move, right side circle, fires a shot in front. Oh, and waiting at the doorstep down there was Evan Fall. A lot of room for Oakland the other way. Michael Ryan, right side circle, rebound in front. Right side circle, calmed down by the Flying Dutchman.
Man, Evan Fall continues to come way out of his net. That time he was at the hash marks at the left face-off circle.
Played down, that one got through a stick check of Nick Manzo. Now down the ice, led up to Zach Massa, right side circle, and he just misses the net there. He goes too high over Kane. He needs to slow these ones down. Oakland needs him in this one. Right side circle to the front of the net, and that one just misses down as Massa will take it up again. Massa intercepted by Gormley. Now moved back up to the blue line. Massa looks to take it, and it finds its way against the boards. Michael Ryan, the captain. Left side circle towards the net. Austin Kane's in trouble, but he comes up with a save.
Yeah, Michael Ryan with a good play to just shovel it to the front of the net. Eric Wolf looking for his second tonight, tips it in on Kane, and he's able to make the save sprawling out to his right.
8:10 left to go here in period 2. 5-2 lead. Take another look at it.
Oh, I think that was actually deflected by his own man out in front. I don't think Wolf actually got a stick on that. Nonetheless, Kane looking sharp here halfway through the second.
Austin Peterson sends this one right back behind. Oh, a bad bad mistake made right down there. They get it right back inside of their corner. And a big check down there from James Kuntz. Back inside of the circle, it goes off of a deflection, and that one goes up and out of play. Under 8 to go here, second period.
Yeah, it's getting fast out there. Both teams knowing what's at stake here, a national championship, looking for their first are the Hope Flying Dutchman, and Oakland looking for their second in 3 years. MCHC will now have won the national championship game 7 out of the last 7 years.
And 9 of the last 10.
The last team was College of the Canyons, I believe.
Yes, that's right, for the Pacific region coming up with it. And half of the ACHA national tournament titles going to the MCHC. That's unbelievable.
Tells you the kind of talent pool that is in Michigan.
Absolutely, and they set the tone for what the ACHA D3 season is. Played back behind the net. Elliot Diggison with this one. He looks to move it up the ice. Gormley can't get that one. Blocked in front. Nearly taken back by Oakland. And a hand pass down there. You called it. 7:16 to go. That's against the Flying Dutchman.
Yeah, Peterson getting an explanation from the referee saying that he swatted it around his back, but I think the right call was made. He picked it up, skated for a few steps, and then set it down. Clearly a hand pass.
Now a face-off in the right side circle. Under center. Will be the Flying Dutchman's own Riley Draper. One back here cleanly, Zach Massa. Can't take that one though. Massa's got it, trying some spin moves, pushes it right back to the blue line. Gannett walks up, fires a shot, and Kane slows that one down against his chest.
You know, the more and more I look at Kane, I think the reason he does come out of his net with him being such a being a smaller goaltender, he's got to find a way to get around the screen. So I think that's why he overcommits sometimes, because with guys like Michael Ryan, as you see him come out, get around Diggison, and he's able to soak that one up.
There's no one in front of them there because he made it so there was no one there. He is his own player down there. He does not rely on his defense. Oh my God, what a check down there. And we're gonna get some penalties out of it.
Let's see who it's gonna be on. I think it's gonna be on Zach Massa.
Huffer and Massa collide down there. Huffer goes off the ice, and Massa off into the sin bin for 2 minutes.
Interference. Well, this is your chance if you're Hope. You got the most dangerous scorer in the penalty box for 2 minutes with 6:56 to go, looking to regain that lead. As here you come to check. Yeah,
man.
That's a clear interference call. He was a good 10 feet away from the play.
Left side circle face-off, one back here by Oakland inside of their defensive end. Nick Manzo looking to move it through the circle, back to the blue line, now controlled as Joe Brown looks to move it. Brown able to have this one for a moment before Steve Laurel forces it out of the zone.
Second power play tonight. Flying Dutchman already 1 for 1.
Steve Laurel, right side entrance, working through the circle of the goal line and sends that one horizontal, a little bit diagonal out of the zone as Hope brings it. Now down the other way, Evan Fall, right side circle, losing that one back behind the net. Joe Brown goes after this one. Brown inside of the corner, move back up the other way inside of the neutral zone, and that one's cleared down the ice. $1:20 to go here in the power play for the Flying Dutchman.
Good first 45 seconds for the Grizzly penalty killers. Let's see what Hope can do here in the last 1:10.
Skylar Miller walks this one back behind his own goal. Final minute now of this power play, and having it pickpocketed down there. Stuck up against the boards, and all this free time killed off for the Flying Dutchman. Move back across the red line. Entrance in here, 2-on-2. Playing this one right side circle and waiting for reinforcements. Diggison waits at the blue line. Peterson looking to get this one. It comes out of the zone and is cleared down the ice once again.
Kane comes out to play and looked like he was going to try to play that one up to to Draper, but Diggison, the captain, can come out with it.
Here comes the rush now. Right side entrance. Elliot Diggison to the front of the net, back behind. Leaves this one back left side circle. Moving over, Caleb Wards fires the shot loose in front, and Dennison slows it down with 22 seconds left to kill.
Yeah, good job by Diggison to just hold on to the puck. The backhand wasn't there. Got it to the left point, then the right point for Gormley. And he had Austin Peterson right in on front. Peterson, Gormley, Draper, the three guys that I think have been seeing the most ice time tonight, really getting hard in on the action.
Sounding like a first-team team down there with those three players mentioned, as they've had a phenomenal tournament. Back behind the net. Played up and out of the zone now. Neutral ice area. Diggison sends this one in. It'll go down for a clear and an icing call. 9 seconds left. This should just about do it for the Hope power play.
Yeah, Diggison right at before the red line trying to look for Caleb Warts, number 12 in white. Just a little strong and a little far outside the reach. So the draw will come back down to the right of Austin King with 9 to go on the man advantage.
5:05 to go here. Period number 2. 5-2 lead in favor of the Flying Dutchman. Just a 1-goal period, and that came from Max Moniz. Man comes out of the box now. Under 5 to go, and Hope's got in their offensive end once again. Draper back behind the net as Gormley goes after it. Played up against the corner. Now alongside the boards. Out of the zone. Taken by the captain, Michael Ryan, up to Zach Massa. Massa to Arendt on an intercept. Call it an errant pass as this one's back behind the net.
Brach.
Back behind, now we'll see what Hope can do with it. They move this one off of the body. Taken back down as Zach Massa's everywhere in the area. Playing this one through, Austin Peterson getting the wheels going. Right side circle at the goal line, and that one finds its way against the boards. Now moved up, intercepted by Hirsch. Hirsch left side circle, top, and they score! Noah Arendt, second of the game, right alongside the right post. 6-2 Hope, 4:12 to go, second period.
All set up by Hirsch. He kept it in at the right point, or excuse me, left point. A bouncing puck. I think it was a knuckle puck. And Noah Arendt off the errant pass gets it right back and past the glove side of Dennison. As we look at the replay here,
Arendt wants it the whole way.
Oh yeah, that puck is bouncing. That was not a clean shot. As you see Dennison move from right to left and just not able to get the glove on the puck.
Yeah, that one started off right at the glove and then dropped down. It's the perfect screwball down there. Noah Arendt, 2 goals in the national tournament, both in the national championship game.
Hope goal, his second of the game, scored by number 24, Noah Arendt. Assisted by number 23, Evan Fall, and number 21, Alan Hirsch at 15:48.
3:45 to go here, second period. A 4-goal lead now for Hope as they are back up to their largest lead of this game. And now a 2-on-1 developing the other way as this one's brought down by Oakland, and that one blocked away as Andrew Berry tried to get the 2-on-1 going truly. Back down the other way, look who it is as Austin Huffer brings it in and just dumps that one back down and gets his line changed.
Yeah, good job by Huffer to recognize that he had a 1-on-4. Just throw it in the opposite corner and let your guys come off the bench with fresh legs.
Trying a pass down the length of the ice, nothing doing down there as this one's played back defensive end. Moved up, 2-on-2 developing here. Left side entrance, firing a shot, and Austin Kane sends that one away weakly. Inside of the corner it goes. 3 minutes left here in this second period. 4-goal lead for Oakland. For the Flying Dutchman as Oakland moves this one back inside of the neutral zone. Now Oakland brings this one in. Manzo just dumps that one back behind. Hope with it now. They look to move it out of the zone and increase their lead. They just have this one played down, and it will be a penalty call here against Oakland as that Hope power play, 1 for 2 tonight, will get a third opportunity.
4-2 after the first, 6-2 with 2:39 left. It's an interference call. It's Michael Ryan not happy with the call. And it's going to be on number 94, Brendan Gertz. Another power play late here in the period.
This one will last just about the remainder of this period. 2:39 left to go in a 2-minute power play for Flying Dutchman land. Riley Draper under center, left side circle. One back inside of the corner, working its way around the outside rink boards as this one finds way to the top of the right side circle. Moving this one back up the ice, and it finds its way right down.
2 minutes for interference at 17:21.
Interference penalty down there. This one plays its way back inside of the circle now to the corner. From the corner, finding its way back in. A couple of pushing down there. This one played left side circle, trying to jam that one through short side, and that one squeaks behind the pads and comes out of the zone.
Yeah, good couple plays there in deep as they had Peterson and Caleb Wartz crash in the net, along with, with Riley Draper as well.
Back in the corner, this one goes. Being moved around, Austin Peterson on one knee, try to move it. Inside of the corner, Riley Draper moves it. Gormley goes back door now. Played back down. Draper recognized it and fires that one off of the left pad as going after was Gormley, but it'll be taken out of the zone by Oakland.
Yeah, good screen out in front. Austin Peterson. Oakland gets this one back out to neutral ice.
Elliot Diggison up to Evan Fall on sides. Diggison avoids a man, and James Kuntz will send that one down.
We got another penalty coming up. It's going to be a tripping call.
Against the Golden Grizzlies.
Number 25, James Kuntz, his second of the game.
A long 5-on-3 now that will bleed over. 47 seconds of 5-on-3 time now for the Flying Dutchman team, already up 4.
Big part of this game here. If Hope can get at least one, that might be the dagger in the coffin. Oakland still has a lot of time, but they need to start finding the back of the net here real quick.
Clean face-off win. Miller, right side goal line. Miller gets it back to the blue line. Now walked around by Joe Brown. Brown left side circle, back down to Miller. Miller, goal line, in front, and that one blocked away. Dennison has to fire another one off, and he's able to come up with a save with $1:10 to go.
Yeah, Moniz looking for his second of the game, and then Keegan Brown right in front as well. Couple good looks in on Dennison, but he looks sharp here on the first couple seconds of this 5-on-3.
Left side circle face-off. Moniz under center here, and you take a look once again at that save. They try to move this one, and they have a great opportunity down there as that skate just prevents that one from going in from Dennison. They're getting that great puck movement, and that makes the goaltender so uncomfortable.
Yeah, good pad save on the right side.
Moniz has that one bounce off of his stick, brought back down into the blue line as that puck falls onto the ice with the players. Evan Fall, high slot, firing a shot, just missing the net down there. Played right side circle now. Moniz waits for it on the blue line. Won't get this one as Joe Brown walks it. Brown, back to Moniz. On the goal line, in front of the net, and they score! Evan Fall, 7-2. Hope leads it in a power play goal as the goalie was pulled.
Just as the first penalty expires, Evan Fall able to pick up the loose change at the right side of Dennison. 7-2 Hope with 34.7 to go in the second period.
And there's still 20 minutes to play, but that just might be the final nail.
Evan Fall doesn't get picked up. It's Stewart that's going to get the assist off the initial shot. Dennison makes the save off the pad. No coverage out in front, and it's 7-2.
Number 23, Evan Fall. Assisted by number 20, Max Moniz, and number 17, Peter Stewart at 19:25.
34 seconds left in the period is when that goal was scored, and wow,
Moniz,
a huge one to put this one very far out of reach. It's a handful.
3-point night for Max Moniz.
Wow.
1 goal and 2 helpers.
What a national tournament that he has had, stepping up in these biggest games. Now played, final 20 seconds to the blue line. This one finds its way. Working against the boards. No real movement down here. Being kicked along, and that one finally kicked back out as Wolf goes after it. Wolf from the corner. Final 6 to go, and that will do it. 40 minutes of play in the books, and a 5-goal lead for the Flying Dutchman, looking to take back the national championship to Holland, Michigan for the first time in 4 attempts.
Should be a great last 20 minutes of play here as you see some good sportsmanship after the whistle. The alternate captain, Dalton Gannott, giving a nice little tap on the shin guards for some good play in that zone at the end of the period as Michael Ryan, I think, is getting an explanation for that interference call that led to the power play goal. But nonetheless, Hope College just dominating with 3 goals in the period, and they open up their biggest lead of the night. It's 5-7-2.
We will step aside for a moment and rejoin you in just a little bit with interviews from Coach Chris Van Timmeren and a look back at this period.
Hey, this is Jason with Howie's Hockey Tape, here to tell you about our top quality polo shirts for any occasion, whether you're out on the golf course or out with friends. Our dry fit polo will keep sweat away from your body and keep you on your game. Stay dry, cool, and looking good with your Howie's polo.
My name is Kelly Lorenz, and I'm the Team Store Specialist here at Aries. AriesTeamStore.com is our solution to helping coaches put together spirit wear sales and fundraising.
My name is Adam Walters, and I'm the head boys and girls track coach at Oakland High School. The fundraising feature of AriesTeamStore.com is nice because you can add $1 or $2 to every item, and then if you have 100 kids and they all buy one item, you just made a quick, easy $100 or $200. It's effective and simple, easy to use, and you get great apparel.
Hey, this is Jason with Howie's Hockey Tape, here to tell you about our top quality polo shirts. For any occasion, whether you're out on the golf course or out with friends. Our dry fit polo will keep sweat away from your body and keep you on your game. Stay dry, cool, and looking good with your Howie's polo.
Hey, I'm Dave from Howie's, and I'm here to tell you what makes Howie's cloth tape the best tape on the market. It starts with strength. Our tape is made with a poly cotton blend, and it has the highest thread count of any tape on the market. It's going to last longer. Next is adhesive. We use an aggressive adhesive that will guarantee this tape will stay on your stick. That's what it's supposed to do, right? I promise you'll love this tape.
It's the feeling you get when it all rushes back. The lights, the sounds, the thrill. This memory has been earned and preserved for a lifetime. Every ring has its story. What will yours say?
For over a century, Columbus has had an appetite for sports. As our city grew, so did our ravenous hunger for more. More sports, more of the time. And not just the mainstream, we wanted it all. A sports city founded on determination, focus, strength. We were never mediocre, and to this day, we never settle. We're a bunch of sports-crazed, competition junkies dying to sink our teeth into whatever game, match, tournament, league, or season thrown our way. You see, Columbus is full of passion. Passion for all that sports embody. Hope, challenges, progress. As we continue our journey to be one of the world's best sports destinations, it's clear Columbus has no off-season.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
And the fans in Holland, Michigan are 20 minutes away from what they hope to be their first ever chance at taking home the national championship trophy. 7-2, Hope leads it after 40. What a performance that this Flying Dutchman team has put on through two.
Yeah, they really have. For Oakland, they just look a little flat. It doesn't look like they have the speed that they had through the first 4 games of this tournament. Hope's taken advantage of some rebounds given up by Dennison in the front of his cage. Defense hasn't been able to help them out clearing the puck. If you're Oakland, you have to find a way to score a couple goals within the first 5 or 7 minutes of the third period to get yourself back into this contest. I don't think it's going to get done on the power play because there's only been 6. Hope's only taken 2, so 2 power plays, and they're 0 for 2, and that was a 5-on-3.
Austin Kane has looked dominant in this game. As Hope takes a 7-2 lead, we'll step aside and rejoin you with words from Coach Chris Van Timmeren.
Hey, I'm Dave from Howie's, and I'm here to tell you what makes Howie's cloth tape the best tape on the market. It starts with strength. Our tape is made with a poly cotton blend, and it has the highest thread count of any tape on the market. It's going to last longer. Next is adhesive. We use an aggressive adhesive that will guarantee this tape will stay on your stick. That's what it's supposed to do, right? I promise you'll love this tape.
It's the feeling you get when it all rushes back. The lights, the sounds, the thrill. This memory has been earned and preserved for a lifetime. Every ring has its story. What will yours say?
For over a century, Columbus has had an appetite for sports. As our city grew, so did our ravenous hunger for more. More sports, more of the time. And not just the mainstream, we wanted it all. A sports city founded on determination, focus, strength. We were never mediocre, and to this day, we never settle. We're a bunch of sports-crazed, competition junkies dying to sink our teeth into whatever game, match, tournament, league, or season thrown our way. You see, Columbus is full of passion. Passion for all that sports embody. Hope, challenges, progress. As we continue our journey to be one of the world's best sports destinations, it's clear Columbus has no off-season.
Hey, I'm Dave from Howie's, and I'm here to tell you what makes Howie's cloth tape the best tape on the market. It starts with strength. Our tape is made with a poly cotton blend, and it has the highest thread count of any tape on the market. It's going to last longer. Next is adhesive. We use an aggressive adhesive that will guarantee this tape will stay on your stick. That's what it's supposed to do, right? I promise you'll love this tape.
A perfect look back at what has been a phenomenal championship game so far. Able to catch up with currently the winning head coach, Chris Van Timmeren, who is 20 minutes away from taking one back to Hope, is Zach DeBozart.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Hope head coach Chris Van Timmeren. Coach, obviously a fantastic period for you. For me, the 5-on-3 kill really seemed to energize your guys, and you pick up 3 goals after that. What was that feeling like on the bench when you went back to 5-on-5?
Yeah, getting that goal right before the 5-on-5 and then killing it off was really important. It gives us momentum. Kelly Udit's done great all year, so that was really good. And then, the 3 goals, keeping the foot on the gas, it's important.
Hope is 20 minutes away from this national championship. You're 20 minutes away from this national championship. After many different times finishing runner-up, what do you say to the guys to keep them focused through this last 20 minutes?
Well, I just said God made 3 periods, so we got to finish one off.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Back up to you.
Thank you, Zach, and of course, thank you, Coach Van Timmeren, for the time. Wow, what a game we've seen so far. And this second period had a lot of highlights with a few goals coming up. We'll take a look back at them as Austin Kane. What can you say about him?
Austin Kane, even though he comes so far out of the net, he's able to make the save, and as you said, make his own looks at that one as a good save out in front by Dalton Gannott, saving a goal.
Yeah, you need that one right there. That kept him in at a 2-goal game at that point. And look at this. Whoop! Inside, inside, outside, outside, over the net,
man.
In the net.
Chris Berman would be very proud of that goal. And that one is a good save by Austin Kane again, realizing where Massa was on the left side. Makes the save, and then Michael Ryan throws that one off the left post.
Just tipped away, too. A little bit of a juggle down there from Kane, but doesn't matter how you do it as long as you come up with a save, and that's been his MO. There was the interference from Zach Massa at least 40 feet away from the puck. A nice hit, but illegal.
And then the third goal in that period, just a knuckle puck as Noah Aaron able to get it past the glove side of Cody Dennison. You see it here from the near corner. I truly believe that puck was spinning. I don't think he was able to see that one clearly. And then a centering attempt right off the pads as that one is stuffed home by Evan Fall. And we stand at 7-2. after 40.
Well, we will step aside and rejoin you right before the start of the final 20 minutes here in the ACHA D3 National Championship game hosted by the Blue Jackets.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
We are ready to get things underway for period number 3. Both teams' fan bases anxiously wait, and there they go. The fans have what they want. Their players are back out on the ice. 20 minutes of hockey left to play here from downtown Columbus, Ohio. A perfect host to the ACHA D3 National Championship. And who's in net now but Austin McCardle? We referenced that he might be coming out, and the yellow and blue roller hockey pads make their debut in the National Tournament Championship third period.
Austin McCardle is going to be in goal for Oakland University. His second look. I think he played the third game in pool play for Oakland, so his second look in the national tournament. Cody Dennison giving up 7 goals through 40 minutes of play. Zach DeBozart thought that he might have come in after that first period. Coach Pete Gibbs stuck with him. Unfortunately, in these type of games, you have to find a way to make a change. And that change is going to be in goaltender.
And you wonder if it's too little too late now for this Oakland team. A goaltender change, and it's not a bad idea. But we'll see what can happen now. 20 minutes left to play. Zach DeBozart wanted to remind us, hey, they scored 7 goals in the third yesterday. Anything can happen. 7-2 game, 20 minutes to go here. And Oakland starts off with a face-off win back in their defensive end. They move it up the ice. A great move back here. Right side, right in front of the net. That one bounces around off of the Michael Ryan shot. Played back near side boards now. Finding its way inside of the corner. Now back outside of the circle. And Hope leads a rush down the other way. Entering right side circle. The captain firing a shot. That one goes off of the side of the net. Back inside of the corner now. Wiederhof waits for this one. Making its way into the corner as Oakland slows things up. Now down the ice. And this one played to the blue line. Knocked back down. Monis was juggling with it, maybe dribbling a little bit like a basketball. This one finds way back behind the net.
If Austin McCardle is going to be in net now, if you're Hope, you got to find a way to just get shots on him. Test him early, see where he's going to be giving up some space.
Yeah, you know he's going to be fresh in this national tournament. Maybe a period of play that he's seen in this national tournament. And that is he did have 1 win here, 3 goals against, an .882 save percentage. But a big stage for him to come out in, playing cleanup in a 5-goal game.
Yeah, I believe that victory came day 3 against the Georgia Ice Dogs, last day of pool play. So does get the victory, did give up 3 goals. We'll see how he does coming in late in a championship game.
Now played in the neutral zone, working its way down the ice, and it'll be taken back by Nick Manzo inside of his defensive end behind the net of McCardle. McCardle, the backup to a phenomenal goaltender in Kyle Gagnon on that Oakland championship team. They went with Dennison, and he looked good all national tournament long as we've got to check into the boards now. This one finding its way back inside of the defensive end. Hope looks to move it out. Played at the center ice line.
Looked like there could have been a hook there on Cale Dennison. Got the stick underneath the armpit of Arendt, but no penalty called.
And you have to be imagining that he's frustrated as well with his brother Cody out of the game in such a massive way. Played back out. Noah Arendt goes in after this one against Brandon Gertz. Gertz sends that one up high, and it goes out of play. Very high roof here, and it hit off the netting on the other side.
Yeah, it did. It looked like he's just trying to clear it off the top of the left dasher boards. Just a little too high, so the faceoff will come back down to the left of Austin McCardle.
Right side circle faceoff. Taken back here by Koldevos. Shot, that one placed in the low slot area, and there's your first save of the national championship game for Austin McCardle. Pitch and cleanup here. This one finding its way back behind the net. Finding its way inside of the trapezoid and right back out. A few checks down there as Koldevos throws one. Now played to Joe Graham. Graham moves it up the ice, trying to work that one down to Steve Loro, finding its way to Justin Pinto. Pinto down the ice, this one goes, and Manzo will collect it back inside of his defensive end as Hope goes off for a change.
I'm gonna steal a line from the movie Miracle.
Here we
the
go.
Legs feed the wolf, gentlemen. If you're Hope College, you gotta just get the red line, get it in deep, and make Oakland come back the entire length of the ice.
This one just goes horizontal of the net as Colin Marshakowski tries to go in after that one, finding its way back inside of the neutral zone. Taken as Brandon Goods will dump that one in. Hope will take it once again here. And for Hope, it's all about just moving this puck and keeping this clock going. Any stoppages, well, a chance for Oakland to recuperate and get themselves a game plan. Played back, turned over, left side, Najjar, and that one is a shot that just went over top of the net. Played back, right side circle. Hope waiting for this to squeak out. Taken right back, and a shot that misses on the high glass once again. That tip out of the zone, Brandon Goods slows it down to the blue line, waits for his team to come back in, and this one dumped right up high to the face level of Kane, and he'll just throw that one away.
Yeah, good save made by Kane. A stand-up save off the dumping from Brandon Goods.
Ooh, loose in front of the net. Austin Kane, full butterfly on the ground and makes the save.
Shot came from Dylan Najjar right out in front. Najjar was there as well as Brandon Goods.
Oakland all around the net here with 16:28 to go in this national championship game. The last game of the ACHA D3 regular and postseason, and a great one here between two rivals of the MCHC East and West. The MCHC East champions of the Oakland Grizzlies in the regular season, and Hope right behind Michigan State all season long.
Face-off will be to the left of Austin Kane, the captain, Michael Ryan in the draw.
Ryan down here against Moniz, one back by Hope. Taken from the corner, moved out of the zone by Wharton. It finds its way back inside of the neutral zone. Now the stick comes flying out of the hand of Moniz, so he'll have to go and play cleanup duty down there. As this one finds way back in from Brandon Goods, he's walking through a few men. Left side circle, this one finds its way back loose behind the net now. Working out of the zone, brought up the ice and finding its way in now as Peter Stewart's got it. Stewart, this one played back behind the net. Stewart gets it once again, left side circle. Stewart just dumps this one back behind the net, to be taken by John Artemenko. Artemenko gets his one turned over by Evan Fall inside of the corner. They work with it back there. Fall, oh my goodness, what a move to the front of that, loose on the doorstep, and it finds its way back out off of a Hope body.
Yeah, McCardle had no idea where that puck was. Evan Fall with the good opportunity.
Now played back in as it finds its way left side circle. Move down from Michael Ryan. Ryan, as this one finds its way inside of the corner offensively. Evan Fall will move this one up the ice. Make that Skylar Miller, and he'll just send that one off of the boards, and it dies in the neutral zone. Brought back down. Moved up the ice by Dalton Gannat. Gannat up the ice to James Kuntz. Finding its way inside of the corner. Miller throws a check down there. Finding its way, Gannat tries to take it back, and he's being pushed there as they're playing kick the biscuit along the boards. 15:05 to go here, third period. 7-2 lead for the Flying Dutchman.
A couple good opportunities for Oakland in on Austin Kane as McCardle soaks that one off the stick of Riley Draper. And McCardle right now very content with just soaking up the puck and getting the whistle. 14:55 to go here in the third period. One of the keys of mine for Oakland in this third period was just trying to find a way to get a goal or two in the first 7 minutes. They've got a little bit of time left before that time expires.
Right side circle face-off. One back outside of the circle and pushed back behind as Dalton Gannat sends that one ringing around the rink. Moved up across the red line. Entrance in, right side circle. A high shot, dies on the corner glass, finding its way to the left side circle. A good check down there from the Flying Dutchman. Finding its way as they're kicking this one around, taken right back by Hope. And he moves this one back. Wiederhoft back behind the net. Up the ice, and a good cross-ice pass now will be just sent right back in by Evan Gregg. Collected right back behind the net by Diggison. Down the ice, trying that cross-ice feed, and it can't work as it's sent right back in by Ken Casper. Now left side circle defensive end of the Flying Dutchman.
Good tip in off the change It was Cam Wiederhoft. And the Dutchman gets some fresh legs out onto the ice.
Played back left side, Joe Graham, goal line. That one back behind the net now. Graham and Manzo go after this rebound. It'll be taken right back away by Joe Brown. Behind the net now. We'll see what this one will be played with as Caleb Wartz has got it. Wartz, that stretch pass, taken back by Brandon Goods. After it is Riley Draper. Left side circle, now it'll be taken. Moved across the blue line. And Peterson watches that one go back behind the net of Kane. Move back behind the net. And it'll be taken now as Joe Brown has it. Near side boards. Loose in the circle and sent out of the zone as that'll go down. Should be an icing here with 13:27 left in the third period. 7-2, Hope leads it.
As we mentioned, Austin McCardle coming in relief of Cody Dennison here to start the third period. No goals thus far in the frame. Hope got all three of them in the second period. Hope just with two, a minute and 20 apart late in the first period at 15 minutes and at the 16:20 mark.
Right side circle. Hope will take this face-off inside of their defensive end. Najjar can't win that one back cleanly. A cross-check down as it finds its way inside of the circle. Peterson falling down out of the ice. 13:20 to go here. Played back behind the net. Peterson's got this one. Up from Wartz. And a great pass up to Gormley. Now brought in Austin Peterson. Left side circle. See what he does with it. Played back behind the net. Nick Manzo goes after this one. Looking to get in the way of that one, and Moniz is able to do just that. Behind the net, he goes up against Goods down here. Wiederhoft is going in after it is Cole Stenstrom. Stenstrom centers himself. Taken back here, Moniz working like a dog to take it back, but it's found on the stick of Andrew Barry. Brought back down to the offensive end by Oakland for just one moment, and Moniz is going in after the chase this one of the captain, Peter Stewart. Stewart with it inside of the corner. Dumps it back behind. Moniz stuck behind a brick wall down there. Manzo, this one being kicked around, taken right back by Najjar down the ice for Oakland.
Oakland's doing a really good job, Sean, when they are getting it into the zone, even if there's not an opportunity to shoot the puck on net, they're playing some catch along the perimeter and pinning the puck up against the boards to try to kill some time off the clock.
Delayed offsides there. That allows Oakland a chance to move the other way. Left side circle to the front. Wolf with a shot, and that one gets blocked away. Back inside of the corner, though. The forecheck comes away once again here as this one gets kicked out of the zone. I believe that to be by Riley Draper.
Yeah, that's actually 23, Evan Fall, who lost his stick on a good play right at the blue line. And Kane turns that one away.
Yeah, knuckle puck right towards his net. He just blockers that one back to the corner as that one goes for a souvenir puck. And a Hope fan's going to want to bring that one back and maybe get it signed by the team.
You know, I knew I should have brought my baseball glove today.
Well, you never know what's going to happen here.
Cubs could need me.
There's no netting.
That's true.
Wait, Chicago Cubs or Iowa Cubs?
Iowa Cubs.
South Bend? That's a little closer to you.
True.
Ish.
True. Or I could just sign for the Tigers because they need all the help they can get.
Yeah, you're right about that one. It's hard being a baseball fan of this.
Yeah. Hey, Cubs were 108 years, so
now you're true.
I feel your pain.
Played back right side circle. Cameron Barsanti trying to move this one out. Across the center ice logo, brought back in right side, firing a shot. McCardle has been so sharp in this period.
Yeah, he really has, Sean. He hasn't seen a lot of action, but the action he has seen has been right in front of his goal crease, and he's been able to use his big frame to keep the puck out of the net. That time, able to see it through a screen and soak it up right in the chest.
Right side circle face-off, and taking it here will be Cole DeVos. DeVos from the circle wins this one cleanly back against the boards. And dropped back down by Austin Huffer. That one took a weird bounce off of the stanchion and finds its way back into the neutral zone. A lot of weird bounces by the way that this glass is created here in the ice house.
You know, we talked about in the opener, we haven't seen as many weird bounces off the end boards to our right. Otherwise, it's been the glass to our left that created a couple chances early on in the first period for Hope.
Maybe Austin Kane talked to the facility manager and said, hey, is there any way we could, make this a little less rubbery?
Can we switch out the boards as this one's going to go down for an icing call?
Just over 11 minutes left to go. Hope a 5-goal lead. And man, this one has been a washing for Hope. They've wanted to send a statement. 5-goal lead in the national championship, their largest of this national championship game. That's a message.
I mean, 4 goals to open up the first period. Oakland comes back with 2 late, and it's been all Hope with 3 goals in the second. Still yet to score here in the third period, as I think we're going to get a timeout here.
believe this will be a Oakland timeout.
Yeah, it's going to be a timeout by, it's not the media timeout, it's the Oakland timeout. Which, again, surprises me with a minute to go till the TV timeout.
You want to save that for later on in the period or use it at the very beginning of the period. It
Yeah,
doesn't
this
really
is
do you
crazy.
any good when you're 2 minutes away.
And we've seen that a couple times. We saw that yesterday with Quinnipiac in the semifinal. They took it with 14 minutes to go, or 4 minutes to go till the media timeout. Decided to use it, and they weren't able to have that in their back pocket late in the period, or late in the third, when they probably could have used that to their advantage.
Well, Hope didn't need much to say in that timeout besides do your job and finish this one. Chris Van Timmeren, a man of few words, but they're effective ones.
They really are. You know, for Chris Van Timmeren, it's been a long journey for him and his staff being able to get back to this point in the team's history. Let's see if they can finish it off. They're looking really good to do it right now.
You're right about that one. Right side circle face-off. Joe Graham takes this one for Oakland. High shot there. That one jumps over the net. It'll come out of the zone as Kenneth Casper has to take it back. We have not seen long forechecks here for Oakland in this game, and the sustainability has been the big difference between the two forechecking units.
And, you know, I think the other thing, too, is Hope has done a good job. Their defensemen have gotten to the puck early, and they've allowed it to get out to the forwards to clear it out of the zone, which has not allowed Oakland any kind of sustained pressure in their offensive end of the ice.
Peter Stewart at the red line brings this one in, left side circle. Stewart loses this one up to Moniz. High slot, right side circle, blocked away. Moniz will take it right back and give that one back up to the Golden Grizzlies. Moving down the ice with it now is Dylan Najjar as that one finds its way up. Now back behind the net, Dylan Najjar. He'll take a check back there. Wiederhoff trying to take it away. Najjar from back behind, trying to wrap around short side, and that one gets blocked away. No real effort down there from Austin Kane. Didn't need it.
Didn't really need it. He was in good technical position to make the save short side on Dylan Najjar. And Hope trying to clear this one around the near side boards.
Played back inside of the corner now. Next stoppage in play will be the media timeout. And maybe another chance for Oakland to try and recuperate. Played back, left side circle, out of the defensive end here for Hope. Getting around a couple of men, 2-on-1 developing here. Austin Peterson in front of the net. Oh, and that stick does great defense down there to prevent the Hope Flying Dutchman from getting a forecheck going.
Yeah, Peterson had that one in deep. He picked up the stick. I think he would have been in too tight to make that pass cross ice.
Diggeson, right side circle, high slot, firing a shot. Oh, and a great glove save down there from Austin McCardle, as that will send him to the media timeout. We'll get the official signal here from the refs. Face-off will be inside of the offensive end here. And we will send it to the media timeout as both teams meet up.
The 2018 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by the Columbus Blue Jackets. For tickets and more, visit bluejackets.com. R-Bar, the official ACHA 2018 Nationals post-game hangout and best hockey bar in Columbus. And by the Greater Columbus Sports Commission. Columbus has no off-season.
Your head coach, Pete Gibb, what are you telling your guys down 5, under 10 to go in the final period of your season?
I think you got to start pushing the envelope. You got to start taking some chances down the ice. They're playing a little bit too much pass in the neutral zone. Once you get that red line, find a way to just dump it in, and the forecheck has got to find a way to be effective here late in the third period, because right now Hope's beating them to the puck, and they're able to clear it out and get their transition game in order.
You know, I hate to stretch too much, but this reminds me of a playoff game a few years ago, 2014 to be exact, in the NCAA. Miami was down at least a handful to a team. They pulled their goalie with 9 minutes to go, and they were able to come back to a 1-goal game but couldn't finish it off. You know, you got to get desperate like that. Austin Kane has been dynamite tonight. You got to test him as much as you can. Get desperate however you need to, because right now you're throwing yourself out of this game. Played right side circle to the blue line. Elliot Diggeson, top of the right side circle, firing a shot, and McCardle makes the save with 9:09 to go.
Yeah, Fall with a good screen out in front. Hirsch with the shot from the right face-off circle. McCardle makes the save, and as you see, Chris Van Timmeren, making a good change here off the face-off, trying to get as many fresh legs over the boards as he can to finish this thing up with 9 minutes to go.
Face off one back. Hope has it right side blue line. Shot towards the net. That one just missed by a little bit. And I think McCardle might have got a piece of that one. Played inside of the corner. Pinto trying to kick it back out. Finding its way behind the net. Nick Manzo's got it. Manzo from the corner. Down the ice it goes as Michael Ryan sends it more back in. 8:50 to go here. Played back behind. McCardle loose in front and they score! Michael Ryan as Kane was out of position. We talked about it, and it's a 7-3 game with 8:44 to go.
Austin Kane just went back to play the puck. Just got caught. Michael Ryan just has a wide open net. And the comeback starting here was down 7-3 now, 8:44 to go.
Well, we highlighted Austin Kane comes way out of that net. And right there you see it once again as Michael Ryan, opportunist in front earlier in the game, able to put it away here. That's a little bit too risky of a play for Kane.
Yeah, Diggeson trying to help him out. Kane knows it, and he looks up to the heavens. 11:16 the time of the goal.
You got to start somewhere. It's a 4-goal game, 8.5 to go. We talked about Oakland's quickness of offense last time. Goods shot loose in front of the net, and that one finds a way back to the blue line as Michael Ryan's got it. Ryan, that one just goes wide of the net. Looked like it took a weird redirect off of somebody's stick. Played back down. Now played Stenstrom. Circling this one around. Taken back by Zach Massa, who has been a ghost in today's game. Massa brings this one in, fires a shot, and misses the net down there. Played back against the near side boards and down the ice. This one will go. No icing call.
Yeah, you're right. Massa has been a ghost. He's had one helper in the game on that first first full strength goal in the first period. Otherwise, he's found himself in the box and not on the score sheet.
Yeah, this one played back down. Gormley with speed, left side, chips this one towards the net. McCardle sends it away. I got to tell you, he has just been so good in this period, and we've talked about it already. But another easy save made down there, and he looks very comfortable.
And you hate to speculate or second-guess a head coach, but if McCardle would have come in after the 4th or 5th goal, could have been a completely different ball game. Nonetheless, the decision was made to wait till the 3rd period, and he's looked very good since starting.
7.5 minutes left to go here. Oakland down by 4 goals in a 7-3 game. They bring this one in. Shot fired and they score! Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. Evan Gregg roofs it with 7:14 to go in a 7-4 game.
We are not done yet, folks. 7-4 with 7:14 to go. Gregg just picks up a loose puck in between the dots, and he's able to blow it by the glove of Austin Kane. We'll get a chance to take a look at the replay.
There it is.
As he comes right down Main Street, just blows it by. It's just a great shot by Gregg.
I don't know if that puck came in the net faster or left faster. That's a sign of a ripped shot. And what a goal there from Evan Gregg, his 2nd of the national tournament. Wow.
Oakland goal scored by number 12, Evan Gregg. Assisted by number 79, Kenneth Casper at 12:46.
Well, there you hear it, and Gregg rips one. That was 2 goals in 1 minute and 30 seconds exactly. They got to keep it up right now because they are playing very good in these last couple minutes.
Yeah, they're starting to find their stride as this one trickles out of the zone. Diggeson able to get it in deep and go for a change. Here comes fresh attackers out for the Dutchman.
And Steve Laura leads the rush up the other way now for Oakland as they dump it back down to the defensive end. See what Hope can do here. Massa takes this one back. Massa working against the boards. He's got to be careful down there as he leads it into the zone. Massa against 4. Michael Ryan, left side circle. Massa was in front. Oh my God, what that would have done for this Oakland team to be down 2 like that. Now brought in 2-on-3 for Hope. And that one just misses the net as Massa is going back after the play with Wiederhof.
2 penalties, I believe, coming up against one Hope, one Massa's going to the box, and Wiederhof is going to go to the box as well.
If you're Massa down there as the leading scorer, you can't be conned in a place like that. Wiederhof has played a great national tournament, but he is not one of the most important guys on this team like Zach Massa is to Oakland. And he just conned him into the box.
2 minutes for roughing for both. Time of the penalty, 13:57. This will be the 3rd 4-on-4 of the game. And no one has been able to score with the extra ice.
See what can be done here now. 6:03 to go here. Third period, a 7-4 game as Oakland is starting to thrive a little bit offensively. The only 2 goals of this period. Face off, left side circle. McCardles look good in this period, and we've talked about it. Face off, one back here. Hope's got it. They work left side blue line, play it right back behind the net. Peter Stewart's got it on the goal line, looking to go left side, right side. Now played inside of the circle, stepping up. Oakland looking to take it out of the zone. They'll have some trouble now as they work back in their defensive end. Nick Manzo with it. Manzo from the circle as he moved down up to John Artemenko, now up to James Kuntz. Kuntz across the red line. Enters in here. Kuntz, that one lost back in the circle. Moved back down the other way as Nick Manzo will take it back now. 5.5 to go, a minute and a half on the 4-on-4.
Good takeaway by Hirsch along the right half boards in his own zone to clear the puck out right at the blue line. As Hope controls below the goal line.
Yeah, they got it back behind their own net now. Buck 15 to go here on the 4-on-4, and they come in on a 2-on-2. Entering right side, high slot, low net. Oh, and a great save down there from McCardles. He followed the man the whole way. Now this one on the goal line, finding its way to the circle. Kuntz with it. Kuntz inside of the corner. 5 to go here in the national championship game. Up the ice, Manzo will take it. Manzo, drop back pass, left side, right side circle, and a stick lift down there as that one couldn't be played by Manzo. Now back inside of the corner it goes. And played back down, Evan Fall, one-on-one into the zone to start off, right side circle, and trying to dance a little bit too much down there as the Oakland defense picks it up.
At this point, I think Hope is just trying to kill some time off the clock on this 4-on-4 as Evan Fall is a one-on-one. Hope
And a
trying
great
to clear it out, and they do.
And a great check down there against John Artemenko as he loses that puck back. Dalton Gannett takes it, and we're going to have a power play coming up here for Oakland as they move it up the ice. The extra skater out there now, a 5-on-4 for 14, and then 4-on-3 as that one's on net and touched up by Skylar Miller.
Let's see what the call is. This will be the 3rd power play for Oakland.
And it's a hook. 3-goal game, 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd.
Austin Peterson is the guilty party. Number 10, time of the penalty, 15:48.
So 4-on-3 for 9 seconds, and then an Oakland power play, their 3rd of the day. First of this period for either team. Diggeson wins this one back. He works behind his net, sends it down the length of the ice, and that will do it for the 4-on-3. Now Oakland's got to move on their power play. They're down 3, 4 minutes to go exactly.
Austin Peterson, 2 minutes for hooking at 15:48. Hope penalty, Peterson, 2 minutes for hooking at 15:48.
James Kuntz, left side circle, walks it in, all right in front. Eric Wolf was waiting. Now a shot on net. Austin Kane comes up with it. It's still loose. Nice no call down there from the officials. Played in front and they score!
That's off Diggeson.
Elliot Diggeson in front of the net. Power play goal for the Golden Grizzlies. And it's a 2-goal game with 3.5 to go.
7-5. It was just thrown on net. Diggeson was trying to help Austin Kane out as he tried to glove it down. He couldn't do it, like you said. Good no call by the refs to let that one play on. I didn't see, we'll have to take a look at the replay, who had the last possession for Oakland. That's number 3.
That's Eric Wolf's 2nd of the game. He started it, and right now he's putting him within 2. Wow. 7th goal of the national tournament for Eric Wolf. 3:37 to go. That is the first power play goal of the game for Oakland. They got a little bit of help from a phenomenal defenseman, and that's a rare mistake.
Game scored by number 3, Eric Wolf. Unassisted at 16:23.
Well, officially unassisted, but that one definitely in off of Diggeson as that one goes down for an icing against the Golden Grizzlies.
Very upset Dalton Gannett saying that that one was tipped. Referee says no, very animated along the far side as the faceoff will be in the right wing faceoff circle to the left of McCardle. As he's telling his guys, calm down, guys. We're still in this. Let's keep it calm.
And we talked about it. 5-goal deficit. Oakland scored 7 yesterday. They've got 3, and they need 2 more. Played back, left side circle now. And it works its way to the blue line. Exciting third period here. Gormley fires a shot. McCardle rebound in front. That one loose at the doorstep and moved back down as Marshankowski's got a little bit of trouble. Now moved up the ice. They bring it in. Right side entrance down here from the circle. Playing its way back into the neutral zone. Turned over back here. Entrance in from Oakland. Evan Fall takes it right back. Fall just dumps it back in as Hope goes out for a line change.
You got to think with around 2 minutes to 1:45 left, if you're Pete Gibb, you got to look to pull Austin McCardle. Get the extra attacker out there.
Nick Manzo with it. They need 2. And 2-goal lead, the most dangerous in hockey. Second time in this game we've seen Oakland get within 2. They need to do better than last time that they were in this position. Manzo backhands it. Falling man down there. Touched up, and that will come in as Massa's helmet comes off.
Second time tonight we've had a bucket fall off the head. So that will automatically draw the whistle to stop the play.
And there we have it. Empty net. 2.5 to go here. And a 6-on-4 coming up now for Oakland. This is that time when you really want the timeout. And we are seeing something happen now. As it brings out of the zone. 2:14 to go here, third period. Needing 2 to keep themselves in this one. And Marcus, you think about it, what could have been if Oakland would have had their timeout here?
You know, it is what it is. They chose to burn it as McCardle is going to stay in between the face-off dots with this draw coming right outside their offensive zone. He is going to go to the box the first time they have pressure in the O zone.
Eric Wolf under center here against Max Moniz. Stenstrom takes this one and works it back into his defensive end. Working its way down the ice, Moniz sends this one into the corner. He'll go after it himself. And right to the glove of Austin McCardle. A good job done down there for Moniz. That's a very heads-up play to get an offensive zone draw.
Yeah, it does a good job just dumping it in. Went after his own dumping. Deflected that one in on McCardle. He makes the glove save. Even though he makes a save, this draw stays in his own zone. It's a good play to not let that puck stay loose.
Face off one back here. Oakland's got to move up the ice now. Michael Ryan looking to take it. Played back up to Zach Massa. Massa, as that one finds his way out of the zone. Empty net here now. Michael Ryan's got it. Played back to Brandon Goods. Goods up the ice to Nick Manzo. Inside of the defensive end. Down the ice, and that one deflected away. James Kuntz prevents it. Kuntz across the red line. Shot on net, that one goes towards the corner. Michael Ryan goes in after this one. Jumping around back there behind the net. Elliot Diggison with it. Diggison nearly gives that one up. Stenstrom's got it. Stenstrom looking to put it away, but he'll miss the net down there. No icing called as this one's played back inside of the corner. Now moving its way up the ice to the blue line and out into the neutral zone. That one goes up and out of play, and we'll see where they'll move this face-off to with a $1:19 to go.
Great hustle play down the boards by Peter Stewart to negate that icing call to kill some more time off. And now I think we're going to get a timeout. Oh, that timeout was by Hope. The original timeout was by Hope. Now the timeout by Oakland.
I.E. Crow. A great decision made from Pete Gibb to hold on to his timeout until when they needed it. Saving this one for 1:19 left.
Face off, I believe, will come back it to neutral ice. Chris Van Timmeren just wheeling in the troops here. Kane getting a swig of water, getting himself ready to go as DeVos gives him a little tap on the back. And they huddle up for what could be the last 1:19 before a national championship goes back to Holland, Michigan.
Yeah, a great comeback here from Oakland in this period. 3 goals, and they need 2 more to tie it up. 7-5. Hope has the lead here.
Garrett Gormley talking to the officials right at the scores area. And the faceoff will actually be right at center ice, so McCardle will have to go back into his net.
Face off at center ice. You wonder how short the leash is here for Oakland with their goaltender before they pull him. Played back now, taken by Austin Huffer. Move back, and Hope's just going to kill some time in their defensive end. Slow moving up ice. This one sent right back down and in. Played back down now. Finding its way to the blue line, coming out of the zone. And there he goes. Now to a 6-on-5. Played over against the boards. Michael Ryan's got this one. Ryan from inside of the corner. Massa throws a check. A bird flies from back behind the net. Now it finds its way down as they're just killing time. And a whistle blown down there with 51.9.
Yeah, good stick. Michael Ryan was on the ice. Massa was chomping at it, as was Cole DeVos, trying to knock that one free. The puck will stay in the Hope's defensive zone. Face off to the right of Austin Kane.
And this is the exact score that Hope won it by in yesterday's game. 7-5 over the Chippewas, and they're looking to claim the national championship in the same way. They won both of their games in the regional tournament. 7 goals in each of those games from the team. Played left side circle. Evan Fall here against Zach Massa. And it's one back here, shot on net, bouncing boards back behind there. And they look to ice this one. It finds way to the blue line, held in, moved over. Nick Manzo fires the shot, misses the net. Back inside of the corner now. Zach Massa. That one finds its way back behind the net. Now played back there on the goal line. Moving it, check thrown down there. And this one loose of the goal. Finding its way down. Shift off of the boards, it'll go down the ice. Evan Fall looked to take after this one. Finding its way on the red line and back down the ice. 22 seconds left to go here. Oakland looks for the rush up ice. You can hear the Hope faithful wanting history here. 14 seconds left to play. 11 seconds as this one goes inside of the corner. Back out now, Michael Ryan will take it. Ryan from the blue line, blocked away by Hope. 3 seconds left. And the streak is over. For the first time in history, the Demons have been expelled from Hope as they come away with their first ever national championship in their 5th attempt. No more in the zero column for their national championships as Chris Van Timmeren and the Flying Dutchman bring one back to Holland.
What a great game. 7-5 the final. And it was just a little too much too late for Oakland as they could not overcome a 4-goal deficit to start the first period. They got 2 back late in the first, 2 quickly here in the third. But Austin Kane and the high-powered offense of Hope College and the Flying Dutchman are flying back with a trophy and a national championship.
You can't be any happier than for Austin Kane. Kane has been a phenomenal goaltender in his years here in his now sophomore year. He played a phenomenal season all year long, and he has helped lead this team as an underclassman to a national championship. What a game here, and it's not going without saying what an effort from this Flying Dutchman team all season. They were out in the middle of the rankings in the North, finding their way to a jump to 3. People were questioning it from the computer, and guess what? They sweep their way through the regional tournament, and just 1 loss as they rested their starters in all of the national tournament. They're the national champions for the first time in team history.
And you got to give it to Oakland. They gave them one heck of a game. You know, they never quit. They came back with 3 goals in the third period, 1 power play goal, 2 full strength, got it to within 2. But Austin Kane made a lot of big saves late in that third period to keep his team in the lead and eventually a national title.
And the best tradition in all of sports, as Lou Gamlin would say, the handshake line at the end of a hard-fought war, a season-long war between these 2 teams. Oakland swept the season series, but when it counted, Hope came away with the win here in the national championship game.
And for Zach Massa, his final game.
A phenomenal career here in the American Collegiate Hockey Association, the all-time leading goal scorer. He got 1 national championship in that time and made Oakland a contender every single year. 5 straight years in the national tournament and 2 of the last 3 years in the national championship game. First time since 2014 that we've seen Hope in the national championship game. 4 years that they've played in this national championship game, they've never came away with a win. And finally, on their 5th time around, they are the best in all of the ACHA D3. They had to fight like hell all season long here, and in this national tournament, no easy games in what I called my pool of death. Florida Gulf Coast leading the way there, Fairfield, and a very tough Arkansas team. Out of the pool of the death comes the victor.
Hope College, what can you say? Chris Van Turen, a gentleman that's been with this club for some time. He finally gets his national championship in 5 tries. And as I was saying before I was talking to our producer, AJ, Zach Massa is gonna leave with his head held high. What an incredible season, coming in halfway through the year, lifting this team to a regional bid, and then going through regionals, sweeping Indiana and Indiana Tech. Just an absolutely beast of a player, all-time and D3 points leader.
And for this Hope team, you talk about the season that they had here, and you talk about their trip through regionals as a 3 seed coming in. Downing, Ferris State, and Adrian. 4 years in a row now, we have had a different national championship after the reign of dominance of Adrian College. And almost a passing of a torch down there as Max Gavin gives it now to the Hope Flying Dutchman. Chris Van Timmeren, maybe the finest representative of all of the ACHA, the commissioner of the MCHC, a USA hockey representative. He has been to the national tournament 3 years in a row without his team, and now in his 4th year here, comes back with his team, and he leaves back to Holland with the trophy.
It's going to be one bus of happy humans going back to Holland, Michigan
and
tonight.
It's a long ride back.
Well, good thing, because they're going to be doing a lot of celebrating in Holland tonight on the campus of Hope, as Dave Kurtz is almost about ready to pass out the medals for both teams, the MVP and the national championship trophy.
Let's have a nice round of applause for a great championship game of men's Division III to the Hope College Flying Dutchmen and the Oakland University Golden Grisbees. At this time, we would like to make the medal presentations to the Hope College Flying Dutchmen. We will go in numerical order, the individual player medals. Number 2, Garrett Gormley.
Oh, what can you say about Gormley this national tournament?
Number 3, Riley Draper.
And a good friend of his and a line mate as well.
Number 4,
Draper
Cole
with 2 points
DeVos.
tonight, a goal and an apple, as we like to call it in hockey,
Number
a helper
6,
and assist.
Justin Pinto.
Pinto, a great defenseman this whole tournament.
Number 8, Cole Stenstrom.
Had some quality plays and even came up with a goal in this game.
Number 9, Philip Werner.
Werner, one of the healthy
Number 10,
scratches.
Austin Peterson.
Peterson, what a stud.
Number
Goal
11,
tonight.
Brendan Michaud. Number 12, Caleb Wirtz.
Wirtz was a stout defenseman, more
Number
stay at home
13,
this national
Keegan
tournament.
Brown. Number 14, Cam Wiederheft.
Wiederhoft, a very good tall forward.
Number 15, Luke Lanham.
Lanham didn't see a whole lot of time
Number
in tonight's
16,
game.
Quinn Fall. Number 17, Peter Stewart.
Wow, the other captain now as well. And
Number 18,
Peterson
Jeremiah
and Stewart
Caterline.
led the way, man.
Number 19, Jacob Mishka.
Solid player in this national
Number
tournament.
20,
Didn't see a lot of
Max
time tonight either.
Moniz,
man.
What
Oh,
can you
yeah.
say about
21,
Moniz?
Alan Hirsch.
Just a stud in the last 2 games, 4
Number
goals
22,
and 3 assists.
Skylar Miller.
Miller didn't play a lot
Number
tonight, but played
23,
really well
Evan
yesterday.
Fall.
Oh, man, Evan Fall. Great
Number
player out there.
24, Noah Arndt.
Noah Ernst.
2 goals tonight.
Number 26, Austin Huffer.
Really made some solid
Number
roll minutes
27,
out there.
Jane Duenheis.
We saw him a lot during the earlier pool play
Number
games.
28, Jake Faustin.
I believe we saw him a lot during the regular
Number 29,
season.
Austin Kane.
There he is.
There he is.
The man himself.
Number 30, Jacob Woodford.
Had that game against Arkansas.
Number 33, Scott Thomas.
Got the
And number
loss. I think they
65,
took the loss,
Elliot
but still a
Diggeson.
big part. He saw these Oakland Golden Grizzlies earlier in the season, came out with the loss, but still a very good pair of goaltenders.
And Elliot Diggeson, one of the best players that we saw this entire national tournament. A guy that you have to imagine is going to be one of the ACHA all-tournament teamers. And again, look at the classiness of Oakland University staying here and giving their final handshakes to this Hope team. Nothing but respect between the MCHC and two phenomenal coaches that we love. Chris Van Termen, we talked about him, a great representative of the MCHC and the ACHA, and Pete Gibb. It's hard not to love that guy.
Pete Gibb, one of the classiest guys, you know, throughout the tournament. Got a chance to interview him 3 times in between the periods, and, you know, very grateful with this time. And, you know, he's got a program that he is going to be very proud of over the next couple of years with a lot of good underclassmen.
I would like the captain of Oakland University, Michael Ryan, to please come forward and accept the National Runner-Up Trophy from Commissioner Dave Kurtz.
It hurts right now, especially if you're Michael Ryan, a guy who's been to that championship game before. You don't like to take home that runner-up trophy, but hats off to one heck of a season for Oakland.
Tournament MVP will be presented by Commissioner Dave Kurtz,
the man himself.
The MVP of the 2018 ACHA Men's Division III National Championship Tournament from Hope College, number 23, Evan Fall.
Congratulations to Evan Fall. Had the final goal for Hope here tonight and on the entirety of this national tournament. 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points. A great national tournament, and he's going to be taking that back home.
Evan Fall, very well deserving
At this time, we'll be
recipient
making
of the MVP.
the first place trophy presentation to Hope College.
this is
the
it.
captains Garrett Gormley and Peter Stewart.
This is the one they
Please
get to
come
keep.
forward to
This
accept
one
the
goes
first
back to
place
Holland and
trophy.
stays there for the rest of time. And a moment you don't forget if you're a Flying Dutchman. Dave sneaks out of the picture. That one they get to keep.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
And now for the big one.
if you will please direct your attention to the southwest corner of the rink, making its entrance will be the 2018 Men's Division III National Championship Trophy.
Wow. Oakland's name on there, Aquinas' name on there, but one of those plates will be removed. Hope will be on there, and they will be etched in history.
Garrett Gormley and Peter Swift
You
come
cannot
forward
say that
to
Hope has
accept
not brought one
the
back.
men's ACHA
They've always been
National
prestigious, but
Championship
now they're
Trophy.
champions.
From Commissioner Dave Kurtz.
It looks pretty heavy, but to those guys from Hope, after a whole season of action, this thing's got to be light as a pillow. And there it is, the finest celebration in all of sports, the rounding of the cup, and you can't grab it enough. Oh man, there's nothing sweeter than this feeling.
Tournament for the ACHA will be held
As
in
Oakland
Dallas,
salutes
Texas,
their
in
crowd
conjunction with the Dallas Stars.
After one heck of a
March
season.
21 through 31.
Very lowly ranked, Sean, in my
behalf of
opinion,
our tournament
early on in the
hosts here in
season,
Columbus
and turned it on
and the
after
ACHA,
Christmas
we'd
break,
like to thank
able to get
everybody
themselves
a pleasant
back.
Good evening, and please drive home safely.
And if you're sticking around with us, well, Marcus, what can you say? This is the best celebration in sports. You get to take this one back and show it to the fans. This one's theirs, as they will always now be known as the 2018 ACHA D3 National Champions.
Well deserved, as Garrett Gormley, the captain, starts to hand things off, and it's going to go to Peter Stewart, the second captain. And besides the handshake line, I think this is another one of the best hockey traditions, winning a championship, being able to pass it around. And you always wonder who's going to take it first, and why not the MVP, Evan Fall.
Take a big old kiss of that one, and the lips will be imprinted on there. He made his mark known.
All right, we're going to head down to Zach DeBozart with head coach Chris Van Timmeren.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here at ice level with Coach Chris Van Timmeren. Coach, you finally got one of these things. You're a national champion head coach. How does it make you feel right now?
It's a big weight lifted off my shoulders. You know, these seniors worked their butt off to get where we are, and I'm really, really proud of them. The coaching staff did a great job. The college has done a great job of supporting us. This means everything to me. Besides that, getting married and having a baby, this is number one.
You told us in the second intermission your boys needed to focus. God created 3 periods for a reason. Was there ever any panic in that one as Oakland was coming back?
Yeah, I think we got a little tight there in the third, and we let a couple in that we shouldn't have. But thankfully we had a little bit of a cushion. So I'm happy with a 1, 2, 4, 5, whatever goal victory.
Evan Fall, he has a multi-goal game. He's named tournament MVP here in his last game for you as a coach and with Hope. I mean, just talk about what he's meant to your program and the big game he had here tonight.
Evan did a great job tonight. He's a mucker and a grinder, and a lot of teams hate to play against him, and he did a great job of persevering this week. I'm not sure he had a single penalty minute this entire week, which for him is unbelievable. He just did a great job of leading the group that he was playing with, the line that he was playing with, and he deserves it.
Anything to say to the fans back home in Holland, Michigan?
We appreciate it. My phone already has 45 text messages, and the game's been over for 5 minutes, so I know everybody was watching. We love you guys back home. This is for the 22 years of people that have been trying to earn this.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Zach. And as humble as ever, Coach Chris Van Timmeren, 22 years they've been waiting for this, and finally, Bryant bringing it back to Hope.
I think Zach's going to try to grab Evan Fall, one of the tournament MVP here, as they continue to pass the trophy around. Just well-deserved, 22 years. 4 runner-ups. They're finally able to get the trophy hoisted up.
And the Hope fans have been so good to this team all national tournament. Looks like Zach DeBozart's going to have Evan Fall ready to go, and we will send it down to Zach.
Thanks, guys. Down here with Evan Fall, tournament MVP. Evan, first off, congratulations. You're a national champion. How's it make you feel?
It's amazing. I can't put it into words. You know, we worked hard all year. You know, that was just a grind of a game, and just the boys came together and we got it done. It's amazing.
High-scoring game, 7-5. You had 2 of those goals. Take us through both of those goals. What were you seeing, and what was that feeling like when you scored, knowing you're that much closer to winning this thing?
You know, both of those, I just gave her the little how she going, took it down to the net, and put her out front. You know, let the hard work do the talking, and put the biscuit in the basket. I love it.
You're a national champion on your last game here with Hope. You're a senior for this program. Could you put your entire college career into perspective? I mean, there's no better way to end it, right?
Absolutely not. Last game of organized hockey I'll ever play, and it's a championship. Feels like a 4-year journey. All these seniors, juniors, even freshmen, sophomores working for it. And our coach all these years looking for a championship. It feels good. I really can't describe it to you. It's amazing.
You got any message for the fans back home in Michigan and at Hope College?
You know, it's been overwhelming, the amount of support from Hope College and the alumni, fans, teachers, students. It's amazing, and we couldn't have done without them. So we say thank you very much to those fans.
Thanks, Evan. Go celebrate.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Zach. And as you said, the tournament MVP, Evan Fall. We've got our first and second teams as well here. And we will read those down for you now, starting with the players from Oakland University. Forward Zach Massa and defenseman Nick Manzo. Joining him is Nathan Algeier of CMU, the leading goal scorer in the entire tournament. Evan Fall of Hope and Elliot Diggison of Hope as well with him. And Austin Kane, first team all-tournament. And we will hear from Zach with him as we head down there now.
Thanks, guys. We're down here with netminder Austin Kane. Austin, you're a national champion. Congratulations. Take us through your emotions right now.
Words can't describe that at all. It's unbelievable. It's the best feeling of my life right now. It's been such a hard season and started off hard. We just worked so hard for this, and just honestly, words, there's nothing.
Your coach told us in the second intermission, God created 3 periods for a reason. Were you nervous at all in that third period after how many times in history Hope's just come up short in this one?
No, not at all. I wasn't nervous at all. I knew we had it. I think we all knew we had it. That was a obstacle we were willing to conquer. You know, we played hard the first 2 to give us that lead, and we earned it and everything.
Any message for the fans back home at Hope College, Holland, Michigan, all around the state?
I love you guys. This is honestly for everyone out there. This is for Hope, not just us as a team. This is for everyone out there. Thank you so much for everything. We love you all. Let's go Hope.
Thanks, Kaner. Go celebrate.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Back up to you guys.
Have a good one, he says, and he's going to have a great one.
I think he should have a good one.
Absolutely. I think he's already having a great one. Second team all-tournament, Edward Cho of Quinnipiac, Dalton Sutherland of CMU, Alexander Faulkner of Air Force, Justice Bigelow of Central, and PJ DiMartino of Farmingdale State. goaltender Joseph Dusenko of Arkansas. Your top two teams, and there it is, the picture that will be on everyone's home, everyone's sports bar that they open, every sports bar in Holland. It's a dry county, though. I think it's a great college up there in Hope, and you're going to see that one at Griff's Ice House West, giant plastered right next to their championship trophy.
And what can you say again? As soon as Chris Van Timmeren grabbed that trophy, you know, the elation coming over his face, just so happy, as he mentioned, you know, next to getting married and having children, this is the next best thing. And, you know, what can you say about a guy like Chris Van Timmeren who would put so much work into not just the MCHC, but the ACHA. He's helped out with the last 2-year national championship tournaments for the league, and finally coming into this year, had a chance to win it, and his boys from Hope College got things done.
What a phenomenal feeling this one is here for Hope as they come up with their first ever national championship trophy, and a feeling that is unlike any other.
All right, Sean, I think we're going to grab some highlights here from a 7-5 victory for Hope College. That's the first goal of the night for Hope, and they just continue to pour it on in the first period. Here's the nice little redirect out in front for Peterson. And then another snipe that goes off the glass, almost into the cage, but Dennison able to make the save.
Face-off win there from Stenstrom, and he just shoots that one to the back of the net. A huge third goal.
Here comes a good save by Kane. That one went right through. Actually, that's the one that went through the 5-hole from Michael Ryan. Nice little shovel pass. A rebound given up for Dennison off the stick of Warts. And he's able to throw that one in the back of the net.
And then right there, one that just undressed Austin Kane but found its way through. First goal tonight for Oakland.
Eric Wolf was the one that had that goal, and the second one coming off the stick of Nicholas Manzo.
Skating way up high, this one went too as it found its way. Now Evan Fall trying some dance moves. Whoop. Uh-oh, where'd it go? It's right here and right to the back of the net. Moniz gets the goal, but Evan Fall all of that point. This one finding its way back inside of the corner. Taken here, that was a big check from Zach Massa. And now we see this one as it was shot in from Noah Aaron, his second of the night. What a goal.
Yeah, just a knuckle puck, a bouncer. Then McCardle came in, made some really big saves, didn't give up a lot in that third period. Austin Kane had a misplay in behind the net that caused the goal to start a little bit of a rally for Oakland University. At that point it was 7-3, and then quick off the post and in. Gets it to 7-4. Oakland had no give up, and that one right off the stick of Michael Ryan makes it 7-5. As he take another look at it, it actually went off the stick of Diggison and in the back of the net.
Then right now in front, that one put away, and there it is. The final prayer line down there from Hope over in Holland, Michigan. A long trip back, but it's going to feel like no time at all.
Well, Sean, it's been one heck of a tournament.
Oh, man.
Final thoughts on the 2018 National Tournament.
Seeding doesn't matter. Hope came in 5 seed before regionals, 3 seed in the final rankings. They find their way through, and they advance all the way. It was a 3 versus 4 national championship and an absolutely phenomenal season of this national tournament. Can't wait for next year in Dallas. Columbus has been one hell of a host. They have done a great job with facilities management, making everyone feel so welcome, in the entire Ohio Health Chillers complexes have been such a fitting home.
Yeah, it really has, and we've really enjoyed our time here. And like you said, seeding doesn't matter. 2 4s, a 3, and a 2 make it into the semifinals this year.
Absurd.
With the new ranking systems, as well as the way the pool's kind of shaked out. No number 1 makes it. Florida Gulf Coast, no. Michigan State, no. Air Force, no. Farmingdale State, no.
Nope.
And just like that, Hope College wins the national championships. Columbus has been great, Sean, as you mentioned. I can't wait to get to the, no offense, warmer weather of Dallas, Texas next for the next 2 seasons.
And of course, we have to give a hats off to our production crew led by AJ Bolden and Matt Coma, making this amazing product that we were able to use and having it all tournament long next year. Of course, to our commissioner, Dave Kurtz, who entrusted us with being able to decide, you know, who was coming down, who was bringing their way down, and It was one heck of a tournament, a classic one that I know I'm not going to forget.
Yeah, give props to all the camera operators
Absolutely.
all week long, all the photographers.
Everyone who ran any social media and made everything work from our standpoint to make us sound and look great.
Zach DeBozart with all the intermission interviews and on-ice interviews post-game. To Jared Nyland and Lewis Gamlin, who did some play-by-play in color throughout the pool play portion of the tournament. Just a great way to wrap things up here. And you got to give props to the Columbus Blue Jackets and the NHL for being one of the biggest partners of this tournament.
Well, that will do it for us as we are going to call it a night here. One last day of the ACHA National Tournaments. The Women's D2 and Women's D1 National Championships are underway tomorrow. And we hope that you will join the ACHA D3, or the ACHA National Tournament Broadcast Network tomorrow as things wrap up for one last day.
And it's been one heck of a tournament. We will see everybody down there in Dallas, Texas next season for the 2019 National Championships.